We are live. It says you, but I'm going to say we. I'm going to turn my notifications off, even though checking the radar, we'll see what happens. It looks like maybe I'm going to get nailed, so if I end up disappearing, I'm not going to blame Windows. I'm going to blame Storm. Storm. All right, let me check my sound. Yay. And go get Grumble going. Come on, Grumble. Get past the pre-reel, which I didn't set, but it added an old one. Okay, fine. That's fine. All right, there's Rumble. Maybe. Ooh, Rumble's glitchy. Oh, boy. All right. I hope this is in time because as I was going live, the YouTube chat suddenly said error, so you can't quite refresh that easily. It won't refresh and change it. So I had to open a whole new window to the dashboard, and then once I had that one running, close the other one. So hoping my timing is not off. But let me know. How you doing, Jay Watterson? No, dude. No, I don't have the flip-flop you guys are all showing. Where the hell do you guys get that? I went through and I right-clicked and pulled up the emojis through YouTube and mine, and I don't have it. So, okay. Let me get the top chat off here. I don't know why YouTube does that. It is stupid. There we go. All right. How's it going, everyone? And right on cue, as I go live, my purifier behind me kicks to high. I usually go and turn off the auto feature when I come live just because of that. It's like it reacts to me going live. It's weird as heck. Oh, so how's everybody going? What do you think of all the news today? Holy hell. Also, let me know. Do you guys like this? Wow. Okay, so I need to turn my light up. That's when my light is not bright enough. It doesn't like my moving back and forth, so my camera has a problem. See, colors. Do you like this narrower screen, or do you like when I had the 16:9 ratio little thing in there? Think about that real quick, because I'm going to go turn my light up, because I think it'll negate that. I don't know if you guys are getting that. That red-white shift I'm getting is driving me knucking futz. Right back. All right. See how that is. See if it still does it. If it still does it, so nice that red Star Trek poster back there does it. All right. How we doing? All right, let's see how this goes now. I never can get, when I move my camera, then I'm screwed up by where to sit. Ooh, it doesn't like where I'm sitting. Well, okay, too bad. All right, well, what do you guys think? Did you see it coming? Did you have it in your bingo card that would be it, a 12-day war? Possibly. I was a little taken aback. I was like, holy crap. They were launching missiles this morning, but then, I'm hoping all of you are discerning, because I started thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, doesn't this sound like the old Soleimani thing? Trump took out Soleimani and, said, don't you dare F with us. So they kind of launched at a base that was far away, knew had plenty of time to have warning from their crappy missiles. And our systems, I knew our systems, our intercepting systems were really heavy duty and would take them down. They went out of their way to save face, but not take out any American lives, because I think the Iranians knew then and know today, if they took out American lives. Jaxie is actually upstairs. I'm not sure I have any dog. No, actually, I have none of the dogs, none of the cats. I am free. So I'm sure any time now, Riker will come down and climb on here. It's not over, don't believe the hype. Now, we're going to get there. Don't jump ahead of me. But I do know the Israeli... Actually, feel free to jump ahead of me. I don't mind. The Israeli, an Iranian, that will be my first Biden moment of the night. Okay. The Iranian response today was obviously just a save face, look like you're a badass without causing any real damage type thing. And it was symbolic. They launched 6 missiles. like the same 6 little bombs we dropped on them. So that's what it was. It was symbolic. It really didn't do anything. So yeah. Okay, I'll get there in a minute. Well, I'll get there. I'm just looking right here for right now. We'll be there. Okay. We'll get there. Like I was asking you guys too, do you like, even when I go into the smaller screen, do you like when I do this setup screen or the 16:9, which has a little more wide angle? I don't mind either way. All right, but yeah. Okay, let's hop into this. Let me go over here and go boing, 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 and retreat to my corner, says Jim Patterson. Shall do so, sir. I may move corners tonight because I got a couple things and different things that go to different places. All right, I think that's enough of me right there. What do you think? Okay, so Trump says he expects his announced Israel-Iran ceasefire will last forever. It's like you're reading everything I'm putting in my notes there, Jay Watterson. So yeah, this kind of goes right along with what you said. Will last forever. Well, I'm going to say right out, Donald, buddy, pal, friend, best president of my lifetime. Oh, I think you done overstepped on that one. How about this? Maybe let's at least have it last until he's out of office. My gods. That's a bold statement for an area of the world that's been at war for what, 2,000, 3,000 years? I don't know. It's like Jay Watterson is just, he's got a link. He's got Jax has plumbed him into my computer and he knows what I'm going to pull up. In a phone interview with NBC News, by the way, how many times did you see Joseph R. Biden do phone interviews or any interview with Fox News or Newsmax or News Nation or any of those? Yeah, exactly. So lefties, get wrecked. Your president would not even talk to your own people, let alone the other side. So good luck. In a phone interview with NBC News, President Donald Trump said he didn't believe Israel and Iran will ever be shooting at each other again. You gotta love the man's optimism or just brashness, but damn! I respect your opinions, not your face so much. Ooh, I would have thought it would be the other way around. My face, as off as it is definitely better than my opinions. Whew! I mean, come on, Jim. I'm a flip-flopper. My opinions suck. And come on, Jay Watterson came with a flip-flop. Which I don't know where he gets it. You guys all have that, and I do not. I was going to answer him back with one or two. But yeah, let me check Rumble real quick. All right, so we're going to start all the way. How you guys doing on Rumble? Let me get the YouTube chat link in there in case you guys do want to chat and do not have a Rumble account. I mean, we had Snoopy on the Rumble side last night. He was carrying Rumble. He was really chatting it up. Which, I'm not going to lie, he was really putting out there, but boy, oh boy, there's a reason I don't show the Rumble chat on the YouTube side. Yeah, exactly, Jay Watterson. All right. So, you got to be careful here because automatically you're going to see who this is by. Yamiche Alcindor. If you know who that is, you know. She is she's a very big liar a lot of times. So you know this is going to be slanted, but hey, whatever, we'll take it. I chose NBC News for a reason. I choose a lot of lefty stuff. Resident troll. Is that what you're going to call our man Snoopy for you over on Grumble? You're going to call him our resident troll? But honestly, he was a good faith troll. We may not have agreed with him. He may have, as Bunny says. Bunny was last night going, I don't think he likes Jews. It's almost like, show me on the little diagram where the Jews touched you. But he did stay, even we didn't agree, and he did actually make a couple points we could agree with. So, hey, you know what? That's the type of troll I'll take. I am all for that. Hey, Snowman, what's up? Israel and Iran, Persia were allies in the Old Testament. Yeah, but how long have they been at war? It's been a long time. So Trump coming out and saying this, that's brass, man. But you got to give him that. He's got it. All right, so President Donald Trump said Monday night, man, oh man, my purifier goes and boots up as soon as I go live. It is weird as crap. President Donald Trump said Monday night that he expects the ceasefire that he announced between Israel and Iran will end all military hostilities between the two countries. Well, I guess we're going to be changing our definition of military hostilities coming up. Yike. I think the ceasefire is unlimited. It's going to go forever, Trump said in a phone interview. Once again, proving we are not cultists. We can look at some of the shit Trump says and go, oh boy, whoo, whoo. It's kind of like Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum in Independence Day. Whoo, yeah, that bullshit you just said. Whoo, damn. No, Snowman, no, not you. I think we were talking about Snoopy. Snoopy for you is somebody that was on our Rumble side last night. But yeah, I think the ceasefire is unlimited. It's going to go forever, Trump said. Asked whether the war was completely over, Trump said, yes. I don't believe they will ever be shooting at each other again. Wow. Trump said on Truth Social that the two countries had agreed to enter into a ceasefire. By the way, he said that before, and it was a good while till the other countries went and, ceasefire. It's almost like Trump just said, you know what? Watch this shit. Watch this shit, everybody. He's like, he called everybody in the Oval Office, goes, hey, watch this shit. I'm going to come here, watch. This is going to be good. And just types it in and goes, enter. And they were all going, shit, did he just, no. Oh my God. And there had to be somebody in there. Probably not J.D. Vance. Maybe. He's a good guy. I think he's a little too uptight. But I don't know. Somebody in that whole office had, dude, high five. That is balls. Because then they come out. It was hours later. The others come out and said, okay, yeah, we're going to do a ceasefire. It's like, he just did this. And they're just like, shit. What do we do? I don't know. What's he going to do if we don't do it? Oof. Oh. Okay, we'll do the ceasefire. That's almost like what he just did. Holy shit. Hey, Bunny, what's up? I keep watching over on Rumble, guys. See if our boy Snoopy for you will pop back up. So we'll see. Like I said, he may not be the biggest friend of Israel, but he definitely did a good faith discussion and had some decent ideas here and there yesterday. All right, a diplomat briefed on the negotiations told NBC News that Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance brokered the deal with the help of top Qatari leaders who delivered a ceasefire proposal to Iran. They delivered it. I don't know if Iran said, yay, we're ready to go. I mean, damn. Everybody was just surprised. According to a senior White House official, Trump called Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and bluntly told him, no more war, no more fighting. The Iranians have been significantly weakened. I'll bet that is a wrong quote. I'm going to say it was probably more like, okay, Benji, stop your shit, man. Stop your shit. That's it. Done. You've got enough. You go handle the Gaza crap. Leave us alone. Done. We've pushed enough. So I'm betting something more like that. As Trump was speaking with the Israelis from the Oval Office, his national security team was sending messages to the Iranians through intermediaries, the senior White House official said. You know what's really nice about this? Do you know what's nice about this? Just the very fact. You listen to how fast and hard they work in this White House. I don't give a rat's ass how far left you are. Tell me you saw this type of action in the Biden administration. No, you didn't. The only thing that got this amount of action was the emergency runs to grab him another Depends for the one he was wearing leaked into the chairs or something. Come on. That's the only time they moved this fast in the Biden administration. Oh my God, Joe wandered off on his own and he's talking to reporters. Oh, that was it. That's another one maybe. So yeah, the senior White House official said Trump got Netanyahu to agree to the ceasefire. Yeah, I'll bet he did. And then Vance, because if you heard how the Israelis talk about this, they were saying they weren't going to stop this. No, they're going to go. They're done. Done with this shit. Well, whoops. Secretary of State of Little Marco Rubio and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff signaled to the Iranians both directly and indirectly. Does indirectly sound like, hey, Ayatollah, here, I'm going to send you a feed here. Look at this feed. Yeah, those crosshairs, yeah, that is another B2 that you haven't picked up. And it is right above you. And those crosshairs are what it's about to drop on you if you say no. That's what it sounds like directly. Directly and indirectly. So the United States wanted a ceasefire and that the Iranians should agree to it. Come on. Just the wording of this is killing me. The phased-in ceasefire, I think it goes into effect at midnight tonight their time or something like that, in which Iran would stop firing for 12 hours before Israel would do the same for another 12 hours, was Trump's idea to appease Israeli concerns that Iran would not hold up its end of the deal. Officials said the source familiar with the outreach to foreign officials told NBC News that Trump called the Emir of Qatar. I know some say Qatar, some say Qatar. I guess it depends on which language you're saying it in. Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, my God, John Cougar Mellencamp, earlier Monday to say he could get Israel to agree to a ceasefire if Qatar could get Iran on board. Dude, just the amount of shit these people are doing and fast. And it's like 5-minute diplomacy here. The source said that no, I messed myself up. Qatar's prime minister, I'm not saying that whole thing in. John Cougar Mellencamp, that's as long as I'm going. Jassim Al Thani there. No disrespect, sir, but my Lord, I don't have enough lung for that name. Then coordinated with Vance and that the prime minister spoke with Iranians. Jeez Louise. Neither Iran or Israel have confirmed to NBC News they have agreed to ceasefire. There was some announcements earlier that I guess they had. So feel free to let me know in the chat if you've heard the same thing. As far as I know, they have agreed to it. As of now, there is no agreement on ceasefire. This is when I was putting everything in the computer, guys. Sorry. Ceasefire or cessation of military operations. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. Domo arigato, Mr. Araghchi. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was totally the wrong part of the planet. However, provided that the Israeli regime stop its illegal aggression against Iranian people no later than 4 a.m. Tehran time, we have no intention of continuing our response afterwards. That sounds like a yes. Sounds like a yes. If they do what Trump says, so will we. So, yeah. So, you know what? At least he got a ceasefire, man. I mean, wow. I mean, how many of you think that Trump just did this shit, typed it in, and then told everybody around him's like scrambling off like crazy now they know they had to do it? I think there's a chance. Even some of his ex-officials said, you don't know. Sometimes he'll just do stuff and we got to just get it done. Iranian health officials recently said Israel strikes have killed at least 400 people in Iran and injured 3,000. Iran's retaliatory strikes have killed at least 24 in Israel, and they didn't mention injured. So yeah, a lot of people were dying, and it was only going to get worse. Trump told NBC News on Monday night. You know what? And we all know, if you know anything about Donald Trump, he hates war. He hates the dying. I mean, come on. When he was talking to Caitlin Collins that time, well, who do you want to win between Russia and Ukraine? Don't you want Ukraine to win? I just want the killing to stop. And she didn't like that. That was a great answer. I just want the killing and the dying to stop. That was beautiful. And that wrinkle face of her, she just couldn't stand that. But yeah, we'll see how long this is going to go. Defying a warning from Trump that retaliation against U.S. assets. Now, we'll talk about that. I'm going to catch up with you guys first. Then we'll go on to that because that was easy. Now, if you're here long, no problem, Snowman. I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you. Far North Dirt Tracking was no flip-flop. No, really, you guys all have the same flip-flop, and I don't have it. I don't know if I have the wrong emoji package or what I'm not typing in properly. That is just weird as crap. Hey, Democrats, show me yours. I'll show you mine. I saw what you said, Jim, too. I know you're not a troll. You're a pot stir. Stir away, my friend. Stir away. Nothing wrong with that. The Panicans. Dude, I love that saying, Panicans. Oh, that is great. That is just beautiful. The Panicans be a panacea. I love Panicans. That is great. I think it's spelled like Anakin Skywalker. It's spelled like Panicans. That's why I've seen it spelled. I don't know. Who knows? When you make up a word, you can spell it however you want. I'm saying reports of the ceasefire has already been broken. Okay. Okay. Gives the idiots more time to regroup. Well, you know what? Oh, how's it going? No reply. But yeah. Well, like I said, come on. Was I or was I not laughing going, dude, that's a tall order? Come on. Come on. The ceasefire just went into effect 1 hour ago. No shots have been fired since 8 p.m. from what I've heard. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, come on though, guys. You tell me that Trump, man, I swear, I don't know how he just, that's a big, tall order. Could you imagine? Okay, just imagine if 200 years from now, there's some kids in class, in history class, I don't care what country, even learning about the Donald Trump presidency, the second one, and they're talking about the 12-day war, that's what he's calling it right now, and Donald Trump, on the 12th day, Trump declared, there is a ceasefire, and whoa, lay your weapons down, all. And they did it. And it's been 200 years of peace between Iran and Israel since then. And now, they are the best of friends. Could you imagine that shit? I'm sorry. Oh. Monday night, yeah, baby. Wow, Monday. But see, a lot of people this morning, and I know you guys know, were freaking out because of all them missiles coming in. But like I said, very flaccid. It was symbolic. They launched 7 missiles to symbolize the 6 missiles that symbolize the 6 we launched it, dropped on them. So, and they did it knowing. They even warned us. Trump and his people were even thanking them. I mean, that was my favorite part. Thank you very much to Iran for giving us a heads up and warning us in advance. You got to be going, now wait a minute. If you are really trying to strike back at somebody, you go, yo, hey, what time? Okay, at 3:30, there are going to be some missiles coming. Make sure you got all your shit turned on and shoot them down. And here's the trajectory they will take. And we'll lob them. Yeah, we'll lob them. And you'll have a little extra hang time. Yeah. Hell, the things probably didn't even really have warheads. If they did, man, they like put the smallest warhead possible in it. So the thing was weighted right and would fly right. But yeah, there's like, okay, yeah. Here on azimuth 3-45, latitude 3. We'll lob these up and there will be 6. Yeah, 6. So be ready at 3 o'clock. I mean, it's just like, you don't do that type of shit if you're actually trying to get somebody. If you're like, I'll pay you back for dropping those bombs. So yeah, it was all a symbolic thing for their people. It was save face. It was a type of politics. So yeah, a lot of people were freaking out early. But then I saw where it was going. I'm like, that's the Soleimani crap. Same place. They know those ain't getting through. Then they warned them. So yeah, okay. Panacea. No real cure or relief. Yep. I'm betting 100%. That's what No Reply is talking about. Nice catch, Jim. Oh, Ryan Jones, what's up, man? I'm just waiting for my you were right that I can sleep peacefully. About which thing, Jim? Or Ryan. Sorry, I'm watching the chat move. Which one, Ryan? Come on. I'm not going to give you crap, buddy. I mean, I don't have an extra flip-flop to give you. All I know is I saw this morning when those missiles were launched at our bases. I'm like, dude, that's the same place. Come on. And then Trump comes out, thank you very much to Iran for giving us advance warning. I'm like, So, yeah, that was just funny as hell. Trump called Iran's retaliatory response, strike, a weak response. It's a weak response. I cannot do his voice, guys. Proceeded Monday afternoon on Truth Social, adding that Tehran could proceed to peace now. And that he would enthusiastically encourage Israel to do the same. You know, he encouraged, all right, when they called and said, Benji, you're going to do this shit. Yeah, you're going to do this. You know those weapons you like to get from us? We'll give you no more. It might have been something like that. When later Trump announced a ceasefire agreement reached, he suggested the conflict between Israel and Iran should be called the 12-day war. Guy is nuts. Whew. A senior White House official said the name was Trump's idea. Yeah, he's like, no, I didn't do, no, him. Yeah, no, it's the boss. Yeah, the boss. Oh my God. That's just great. That's just great. Yeah, Ryan, which thing you said, bud? Because Ryan, you said a lot. Yep, snake oil. We'll see. But I think Trump, come on, I don't even think Donald Trump can deliver everlasting peace in that region. I really don't. I really don't. I'm sorry. I like the guy. To me, he's the best president in my lifetime. Yeah, so, woof. Oh, I'm looking right now, what you sent me, Jay Watterson. I've updated ceasefire status. Oh, okay, hang on, let me get to a point here and I will pull that up. All right, no reply. I liked that video. The American soldiers say, suck my red, white, blue. Yeah. That was hilarious. Got to love our troops. We make the best of everything. Oh, 100%. And Americans, some people around the world cannot understand Americans because we're so brash and so into our flag and our colors and stuff. Well, maybe it's because we didn't use the same lame colors most countries did, but also, yeah, we're really proud. And that is, I think that pride and that love for this country is what drove it to be number one. We had a drive, a pride, the way our country was founded helped. And it's lasted, and yes, it's weakened, especially with the lefties, but that how our country's founded, the sacrifices to get our country at all have still stayed ingrained in us for 250 years. Admittedly, some on the left, especially the pink-haired, nose-ringed people, yeah, little, it's definitely weakened, but yeah. All right. Let's see. Ryan just saying that strikes intervention was a good thing and we wouldn't spiral into World War III. You know what, Ryan? Hey, I'm all for it. Yeah, let's not. I don't think I ever said it would spiral into World War III, did I? I don't think I did. I know at the very least I remember without pulling out my flip-flops and consulting them. I know I said that I sure hoped it wouldn't. And then I liked the strikes, and now it's like, okay, back off, let Israel do their shit. Or even better, if Trump can just declare peace, it happens, I'm okay. Missile intercept video. Oh, okay. So let me see here. All right. Let me pull up what he's got here for you guys. I did a quick look at it. Boing. Boing. All right. AP updates. Live updates, sorry. AP ceasefire status unclear after Israel reports continued missiles from Iran. Of course. Come on. I was laughing my ass off. Some of you guys just got here. I've been laughing my ass off reading the first part of that NBC article because I'm like, come on, man. That's steep. That's steep. So, yeah. I mean, you got to give him balls for trying, but woof. Israel warned its public take shelter after detecting missile launches from Iran early Tuesday. The launches came after 4 a.m. local time in Tehran. The time Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said Iran would stop its attacks if Israel ended their airstrikes. U.S. President Donald Trump said on social media Monday that Israel and Iran have agreed to a complete and total ceasefire. Well, even Trump's immense willpower and the fact that they don't know exactly what he's going to do if they disagree with him, even that can only go so far. To be phased in over 24 hours, yet unclear yet how the latest developments will impact possible ceasefire agreements. While they're still firing, I'm going to say that's a big damn impact. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, I don't know. Let's see. See, I don't know. Those people know nothing but war. Damn straight, we Americans are very proud of people. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That was before the ceasefire fully took place. They always try to get the last hit. Yeah, had last hit in, yeah. Because once again, Iran, more than a lot of countries, even a lot of Muslim countries, it's that save face. And since they're a regime in control there, they really got to look strong to the people. Yeah, look at us. We got the last hit on Israel. Yep. But in the interest of, trying to foster amity and maybe see if we can try to work together, we're going to be nice and not slaughter Israel. It'll be something like that. It's a game of pride who can get the last attack in. Yep. 100%. So we will see. We'll see, but I think that is Trump climbing a steep hill. If those of you got here late, trust me, I was reading the first part of this. Anybody can tell you, I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, damn, brass. So if you missed it, go back and check the first few minutes, and you'll see. Woo! I definitely got some amusement out of it. You were for the strikes, as I recall, which is not always 100%. Well, no, I thought this, okay. If I remember my stance, like I said, without reading the flip-flop tea leaves here and going back, I believe my stance was I didn't want to be involved. But, in fact, I suggested, hey, maybe Israel could rent or we could Uber these things over them. I even mentioned gift wrapping them and writing, love Iran to Iran from Israel with love, and we just go, hey, we're not involved, Iran. We're just the Lyft driver. We're just delivering the package. We're FedExing these things. But I said I didn't want to be involved. We're going to. I did say that the strikes, just striking these areas, was the best option, and then get out. Don't be involved any deeper. I believe that's where I was. I believe a couple days before the strikes, you were arguing quite passionately for no American action. No, it's not the same thing. Here we go again. No, I do not want to be involved, but if we're going to, that was a great way to do it. Two things can be true. I didn't really care for us to get involved. That's why I suggested the whole FedEx, Uber, Lyft, rent it to them, whatever. That's why I suggested that. But if we are going to be involved, that was an amazing way to be involved. I don't want to be there, but if we're there, that was a really great way to do it. And come on. Like, I'm an amazing military or foreign policy specialist. I fix cars, I fix cars, have a big mouth, and like to talk and stuff like that. Admittedly, I know probably more about any of those things than probably 30% of our public, which says a shit crap about our public. Maybe even more if you include the lefties in there. I wasn't including lefties. Because lefties don't know shit. So no, I'm a bottom tier, man. I'm bottom tier. That's why you guys are here. You guys are the smart ones. But no, I can speak passionately for us not to be involved in their BS. But still respect the way we did get involved. So yeah. All right, let's see. I believe it's no reply. All right, no reply. Look up the Pakistani kids screaming what they are going to be when they grow up. Anybody got a link for that? Let me see what I can find here. I don't have any more windows. My computer, I got a lot open. Sorry, I'm a very bad typer, guys. India's middle class wants others to fight. I don't know if I... It's a short video. Well, I've got this as 219. Oh, this one. I'm betting this. Now, is this something I can play on here? Because if there's music, I've been nailed for 2 seconds of music. That is not a joke. Like I said, Rumble knows how fair use works. YouTube does not. So for you guys, I see you watching on Rumble. If I was just on Rumble, I could do a lot of things because they know fair use law. It's not that video? Well, here's one. Here's one. These are Pakistani kids saying they want to conquer India. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good. Let me see here. Hang on. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oops, shoot. Boing. Do that. Move there. Okay, come on. Do-do-do-do-do. Where are you? There you are. Boop, boop, boop. Boing. Boing. I think that's right there. I should try that. Don't look like you're blue. But try that. Does that do anything? No, you're a moderator. No, you're a mod. There, try that. See if that lets you post now. Yeah. No, that's fine. Connie can't handle all, and sometimes Jim's not here, and sometimes there's been a few times I've been late enough Connie's fell asleep. So no problem, man. You've been here a lot. No problem. All right. So let me go back to where I was at. I was over here. So let us see, because if there's no well, that was interesting. There. Let's try that. You know what helps? If you hit the right button. Yeah. All right. I'm just curious about what this one is. All right. So, what is this? Let's find out together. Turn my headphones on and off. Make sure.
इंडियन आर्मी को हम गलियां साफ करने में लगा देंगे और मैं अब्बू से कहूंगी कि गोवा के साइड पर एक
maybe
बड़ा
do an English translation, guys. You need an English translation if you can put it on our YouTube. All right, so I'll try to find no every tile, every background. All right, so let's see here. I'll go find that. Boom. And boom. I'm going to close the AP one because I've got lots of windows with some videos in the back.
My plan is that I will be pilot and I...
All right, hang on. All right, there we go.
My plan is that I will be pilot and I'll help everyone. Pilot.
Yeah, he's a pilot. Great.
When I will grow up, I will be army and save Pakistan and destroy India.
Strong army. Wow, great.
I will open as much educational institution as possible and I'm proud to be a Pakistani.
The next
Wow.
generation of Pakistan is going to make Pakistan literacy 100%.
That's the yelling. Dude. Thanks, no reply, but yeah, just the some of the voices, man. And I know I have a voice for silent cinema and a face for radio, but man, some of these, even as a kid, that's woof. Or just, I got the microphone from a 1975 Hardee's restaurant.
My plan is to, when I will grow up, I will help the poor people by giving their homes, by giving them homes.
Inshallah, he is going to give homes to everyone.
My pledge to my country is that I will finish all corruption, and so we will prove to Pakistan is not less than any other country. Pakistan Zindabad.
Pakistan Zindabad.
I love Pakistan. I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan. I love Pakistan.
Holy crap. Holy crap. Who was that? Sting? Was that WWE going on there? Wow, yeah, look at that. Looks like WWE. Look at that. Dude.
love Pakistan. I will sacrifice my life for
Whoa.
Pakistan. I love Pakistan.
Oh yeah, there were, Jay Watterson. I've got it up here. I've got it up here. It's here. It's here. Oh, it's up here. Come on, right there. See, see, see. Ah, ye of little faith. Ye of little faith.
We all love Pakistan. Pakistan!
Sorry.
Boys, you.
Of Pakistan. We love our country. Pakistan, Zindabad!
Pakistan Zindabad!
So they know what, I don't know if in the bag is the greatest thing, but okay, I'll give them that, in the bag. That's why we need a fence. Yes, Jay Watterson, there was.
Pledge to help Pakistan as much as we can. Pakistan,
What?
Zindabad!
Huh?
Pakistan Zindabad!
She has no clue.
I'll be pilot and I'll help everyone. And I'll help everyone.
Why are we still here?
Oh, music, music. No, 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 music. No, it really takes a couple seconds or so. Yeah, see, if they're gonna keep doing that, I'm gonna have to skip or mute that real quick, then unmute. See if they can bring it
Yeah,
back
he's
there.
a pilot.
Yeah.
Great!
Woo.
My plan is to that I'll study hard.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
For my country.
He's going to study hard, Bryce.
Why are you bullying me?
Getting away from him. Stop with the music.
My pledge is to help people who need for like people money and all this.
He's going to help the people in Pakistan.
It just shoves him away. Any of the kids who aren't, I'm gonna take out India. I'm gonna be a warrior. She's like, yeah, you get away, all you kids who want to do good. Now that's why your country sucks. The kids are saying, hey, I want to help give homes. I want to do this. I want to be good. Yeah. I want to end people's lives. Yay! In the bag. Huh.
Great.
Yeah, they're going to be in a bag.
To sacrifice my own life for Pakistan.
Woo! Okay.
That's the spread. Great.
I'll pledge that I will save my country.
He will save the country, inshallah.
When I will grow up, I will be army and save Pakistan and destroy India. I will be pilot.
Yeah. Whew. Shit. And they wonder why their country isn't getting anywhere. I like how her face was visibly annoyed when somebody didn't want to end the other country. It's like, well, I'm sorry if a 6-year-old isn't ready to off another country. Jeez, lady. All right. We won't spend much more time on this, but J.D. Vance. Now, as some of you know, there's a little bit of a worry here. They're saying this 900 pounds of their uranium is missing because they showed a satellite image of trucks lined up at the Fordo facility. So, but J.D. Vance suggests Iran uranium buried as mystery of missing nuclear fuel grows. But Vance did say, our goal was to bury the uranium, and I do think the uranium is buried, but our goal was to eliminate the enrichment and eliminate their ability to convert that enriched fuel in a nuclear weapon. Vance told Fox News special Brett Baer. So yeah, he's saying that that's pretty much what they really were worried about. So they got rid of the centrifuges, and that was the big deal. Yeah, the stuff wandering around out there isn't that big a deal, supposedly. Even though I'm worried they can make a little backpack units. And what if they use that to close down certain waterways and shipping lanes, because you could do a dirty bomb type situation and irradiate the area. And that would be very bad. You could shut down shipping and you could screw up the economy in that area and in a lot of the world. And I'll tell you what, I bet China wouldn't be happy. What if Iran did have some bunch of this crap and gave some out? I mean, China's got to know they're going to lose out. I mean, holy shit. That would be crazy. But, yeah, here's J.D. Vance on it. So let's listen to him.
Totally obliterated. The president has said totally obliterated the Iran nuclear program.
Yeah.
Do you know for sure where all the highly enriched uranium is?
Well, Brett, I think that's actually not the question before us. The question before us is, can Iran enrich the uranium to a weapons-grade level, and can they convert that fuel to a nuclear weapon? And we know, based on the success of our mission, of course, the leadership of the president, but the incredible skill of our military, that the two mission objectives are completely successful. We know that they cannot build a nuclear weapon. Now, you asked about the highly enriched uranium.
Yeah, like 900 pounds of it.
But what we know, Brett, is that uranium is something that exists in very large supply. Our goal was to bury the uranium, and I do think the uranium is buried, but our goal was to eliminate the enrichment and eliminate their ability to convert that enriched fuel into a nuclear weapon. I think that's an important point.
Yeah, the centrifuges and equipment may be actually destroyed and buried, but let's just say they got that uranium out. What if those Chinese planes picked it up? What if that's what those Chinese 747 cargoes were coming in for? Taking the 900 pounds of uranium out. Who's to say China can't just finish enriching it? Come on. China can look right at Iran and go, hey, how about discount on some of that oil? How about some free oil? We get between 15 and 20% of our oil from you. That sounds like discount time. They might have made a deal. Maybe that's what the 747 conversions came in for. Came in, grabbed that uranium out. And who's to say they didn't get it out there? They can't give it to somebody else to enrich the rest of the way. And or, once again, backpack dirty bomb bull stuff. Still worrisome. I'm not sure I like it. The ones that leave tons of radiation. Not like the Hiroshima, Nagasaki, where there's great cities there now. Talking some pretty dirty stuff and screw things up for at least 5-10 years in that area, at least.
Brett, because so many of the folks who have focused on the highly enriched uranium,
60%.
The main focus, Brett, has been to destroy their enrichment capacity, because we don't want that 60% uranium to become 90% uranium. That's the real concern.
I know, I kind of thought it was both. But hey, okay. He said both. But then he's kind of backtracking right here and saying, oh, it's only this one.
And that's what was so successful about our mission.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see. I said that to... So to come in here, your terms are acceptable. Defend your own country. Exactly. To get clean 235, almost impossible. They have plenty of uranium. It's not rare. Yeah. Well, no reply. You would not believe how many people do not know uranium and other radioactive materials. A lot of them are natural substances on this planet. A lot of them do not know. They think that all radioactive substances are man-made. I shit you not. You can find people like that. Ryan, who cares if China enriches it, though? China already has tons of highly enriched. Yeah. Oh, I'm not disagreeing with that, Ryan, at all. I'm just saying. But who says they can't, you know? I mean, maybe there's a fingerprint there that China wouldn't want to have. They didn't enrich it, give it back to Iran or something. But I'm just saying. I just like how, I don't know, it seems a little backpedaly, but maybe not. But yeah, the equipment to distill is very, very hard to build and calibrate. Yeah. And it's probably very, very, very pricey in a country that's got some very, very, very big economic problems. I mean, we just flattened a mountain facility that probably cost at least $40. So yeah, they have nuclear power plants. They have plenty of energy grade nuclear. Yeah, exactly. Centrifuges are the really important part. Okay. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm glad they got all of that. And if that uranium's out there, the only thing I would worry about is them handing it out to buddies that would do something scary with it. So who knows? Energy cannot be destroyed, only converted to something else. Physics 101. Yep. Centrifuge is first step. It's like making other fractional extracts. So no, I mean, I'm glad we destroyed the equipment. The equipment to me definitely is number one. But I don't know. I still, call me nitpicky. I would still like, I'd still like to kind of have, if we've gotten the uranium too. I don't know. The equipment, yeah, I'm happy. And I think they're saying what? They set their program back at least 2 to 5 years. And I would call that a very good amount of time for okay, we fly over, drop them things, fly home. That's kind of a good pushback for the amount of time and effort we spent. So I'm happy enough with that. But can I still wish we had for sure gotten that too? Sure. Two things can be true. All right. Let me check everybody at Rumble, and we will move on. Jay Watterson was jumping ahead of me a little bit here, so we're not going to spend too much time. I always stop in and say hi to the guys I see over on Rumble right now. All right. But of course, I had to go and show a little bit of the still whining and crying here. Yep. Senator Warren from 8 hours ago, Americans didn't vote for another endless war in the Middle East. Is anybody going to tell her it's pretty much been an endless war? With or without us, the Middle East is pretty much in an endless war. It's just whether we're in it or not. We jump in, we jump out, we shake it all about. You know, do the Middle East hokey pokey. You drop a bomb and that's what it's all about. Boom. Sorry. I apologize for that. I don't even know what that was. But no, somebody got to tell her it's already in the war. What Donald Trump has done in Iran is unconstitutional. Oh my love of God. I even saw some of the leftist media today pushing back on this, going, no, it's constitutional. There were a few pushing back on it, going, no, it's constitutional. But these idiots in Congress are still unconstitutional. This week, the Senate must make clear to the world the U.S. is not going to war with Iran this week. Well, then you look what happens. Ceasefire. Never-ending war. Sounds like the never-ending story, if you remember the movies. Yeah, I'm just saying, it's just funny how they're still saying this unconstitutional crap and still out throwing a fit. 8 hours, and right after that, Trump got the ceasefire. It's like, God, it's just the Democrats. Even if you liked them right now, they can't get a win. They come out and say something, and it's almost like Trump waits. He's like, oh, wait. No, wait. A couple Democrats can say something stupid about it. Wait. And, now do it. It's like he just waits to drop it on them. Or it's like he saw them saying this crap again. He's like, hey, watch this. And that's when he started tweeting out, ceasefire. It's the best ceasefire ever. He just tweets it out, and then all of his staff's like, shit, we got to do it. He just do it to piss them off. Oh, Schumer, 9 hours ago. I've seen press reports that Iranian missiles, press reports? Hey, dickhead, you're in Congress. Shouldn't you have better intel than, hey, somebody turn on CNN? Man, that freaks me out. When these guys who are running this in our intel agencies and everything, on intelligence boards and stuff are going, hey, dude, turn on CNN. See this is going on? It's like, oh. Worries me where all that money's going. I've seen press reports that Iranian missiles are targeting U.S. military bases. Yeah, they warned the Trump administration in advance in the Middle East, putting the lives of thousands of American service members at immediate risk. They were at no risk. As I said at the beginning, come on, you don't warn somebody in advance. Go, hey, guys, we're going to launch some missiles at you at, let's say, 3 o'clock. Azimuth 3, longitude 10, latitude 6. I know those aren't real. And we're going to lob them up straight. Yeah, they're going to be straight up so you can, and we're going to lob them. It's going to be like softball. Yeah, softball pitch. And it's going to come down and really slow. You shoot them all down. Yeah, six of them. Yeah, symbolic like you're 6. Yeah, exactly. So be ready. Yeah, 3 p.m. Okay, here they come. You don't do that. It's stupid. I've asked the Trump administration to give me a classified briefing to lay out the full threat. Chucky, Chucky, how long have you been in Congress? How much intelligence briefings are you privy to? How much of our classified briefings and information we don't get are you in on? Why do you need what? Hearing news reports? Oh my God. The Trump administration probably don't know how to work his computer. This guy still thinks, internet, what the hell? I don't think that interwebs thing is going to last. I think it's a fad. The Trump administration should not make the same mistake it made this weekend by launching strikes without giving Congress any details. And we talked about this yesterday. Could you imagine how our military would be if the President of the United States always had to go to Congress? Hey, Congress, I'd like to lay out. I would like to drop boom booms on country B over here because I don't like their donkeys, and their donkeys are uglier than our donkeys. I don't know. But come on. Congress don't get shit done now. You really think in a snap decision, they're going to get something done? Well, okay, we will enter this into a committee. We'll meet next week to set up the committee members. And then we'll have to discuss this. We'll have to have a minimum of 7 different committee meetings to discuss it. It would never get done. And then you would have half the people who would hate that president would never do it anyway. God, our military would be paralyzed. That would be just idiotic. I mean, stupid. The law requires Trump administration to consult with Congress. I love how Chucky leaves off the after 60 days. Chuck is playing to the smooth brain morons. After 60 days. The Constitution demands it. Yes, after 60 days. And the American people, especially the families those harmed away, deserve nothing less. Chuck, kiss my ass. We have some of the highest recruiting numbers ever right now. They are looking at Trump going, damn right. This is somebody who will protect us, who's there for us. Yeah, they're looking at Chuck Schumer going, yeah, I joined because I like Chuck Schumer. Okay. Yeah. My transmission would be stripped if I shifted as much as Warren. Nice. Jim Patterson, it's not funny. In this chat, we say flip-flopped. Flip-flop, man. Oh. It's wild watching these old politicians, especially on the left, that act the same way with the same tactics and rhetoric that they did 30 years ago. And if it still works, we can't, as if it still works, we can't see through them. Yes. And because they don't realize, they don't pay attention to the internet. It's like their brain doesn't know or doesn't register, or they can't adjust to the fact that it's on the internet. We can look at everything you've said almost your whole time in Congress, dickhead. We can also sit there and quickly ask Gemini, Google, ChatGPT, whatever, and go, hey, does President have to ask Congress before he can go do any type of military? No. As people have been telling these people. People have been looking this up on Grok and posting this to these people. In fact, I'll be surprised somebody didn't have one down here. Law requires Trump administration to consult with Congress. The Constitution demands it. False, Chuck, false. Hey, Grok, see, everybody's just, it's like they don't understand, Ryan. Exactly, man. You nailed it. They're acting like they can still act like not only 30 years ago, Chucky, 40 years ago. They still can just act like that when every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and even most leftards can just do this. Hey, Grok, without giving a biased opinion, list all the presidents in 1960 President executed. Yeah. And it just pulls them up. It just pulls them all up. And Grok does leave out, it does make a mistake here, though. It leaves out the airstrikes that the Biden administration, maybe they're not putting Biden in there because they know he didn't do it. They know Biden didn't order those airstrikes, but Biden ordered some airstrikes. Yeah, he didn't have to ask anybody. So right here should be, right after 10 should be 11, should be, maybe that's because I left it out, but no, it should be right there. It should be Joseph R. Biden. But even Grok knows Biden didn't do the orders. Grok doesn't know who did, so just left it out. I mean, come on. Everybody. Military, yeah, see? Correctly points out. Trump administration launching. You're lying. There's one leftard. Helping the enemy used to be called treason. Now it's called being a Democrat. Oof. Oof. The whole world quickly realized that America is no longer being ran by men in dresses or men with their pants pulled up to their nipples. Yeah. That's right there. If you're a person in Congress and your pants are right here, that's it. You're done. You're done. You've done hit it. You're too old to be there. Yeah, the belt line to nipple ratio. There's got to be a certain distance belt line to nipple. If you're a man and that belt line is within 4 inches of that nipple, that's it. You're done. You're out. We ain't waiting until that belt line is touching nipple. You're gone. That's it. Out. And for the women, well, we got plenty of tests for the women. They're too old. Well, I'm not going to go there right now. Oof. So yeah, a lot of people have grokked it. It's automatic. These guys just can't get out of their own way. But I wasn't going to spend too much time on that, but yep. Congressional war hawks crying at peace announcement memes. I just looked it up for fun. A little cool down before we move on to the Supreme Court stuff. Lindsey Graham crying after hearing the news that Trump ended all wars. I just love it. Savannah replying to DC Drano, and Lindsey Graham, Chris Christie, Mike Pence, and other rhino warmongers are sobbing hysterically. The winning continues. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. I'm camping this week. Glad to this platform right now. Democrats and libtardarians, especially Dave Smith, reacting to the ceasefire, investing their entire reputations on WW3. Yeah, well, crap. And the biggest one of all. And I'll still say Mark Levin, when it comes to constitutional stuff, he's really good. But foreign matters, He's a full neocon nutbag. He makes Lindsey Graham look like a peacemonger. 100%. It is nuts. Craziness. So yeah. So poor Mark. Oh, but I loved it. All right. We will be moving on here. So I'll let you look at Mark Levin real quick while I check out you guys. Oh, let's see. Camels, lions, and camels, not donkeys. Hey, we don't, you know what? I picked an animal. I'm sorry. I picked an animal right off the top of my head. So, yeah. Might be a channel name coming. The Lions Flip-Flop Den. Dude. You are not far off. Dude, you get really, Jay Watterson, you got to stop reading my mind and shit. It's like, you came in with that comment, and I'm like, hey, I'm going here. Then you're asked about the Supreme Court, and we're going to go here next. You got to stop it, because part of the day, there was a part of me today that said I should change it to Flip-Flop Cast. Or just the LYONCAST flip-flop stream or something. There was a second, I'm like, Lions M flip-flop cast. I don't know, just Flipcast. Flipcast. I'll bring the flip, you bring the flop. It's kind of like those ads we had in my area for Cordova Dragway. Sunday, Cordova Dragway. We have funny cars, jet cars. Cars that are going to wipe out, cars that will go really slow. Come on in Sunday. We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Yeah, that was an ad we had in my area. Yeah, so we'll do the LYONCAST flip stream. I'll bring the flip, you bring the flop. I'm sorry. Siri isn't talking to me. I accidentally called her Alexa. Dude, don't get me going about that. We have one of those, and we have it in a corner in the kitchen. so it can't hear us any other places. But yeah, I have accidentally called my phone Alexa, and I've called that thing Google on accident. It's crazy crap. No, we don't keep that thing in our living room, near the bedroom, anything like that. It's away where it ain't hearing much of that. I got no problems with my phone listening, you know me. Or at least a caution flying flip-flops you could get hit. You know what? I think they'll put that. I think in one of my descriptions coming up, we're going to use that. I'm going to say, yo, come on in tonight and talk about the craziness going on the left. And be ready to duck. The flip-flops will be flying crazy. The no flip-flop zone. Yeah, I'll have to get a clip of, oh, come on. We'll do it live. Oh, jeez, what's his name? Biden moment. Need help. Need help. Emergency. Oh, come on. Old Fox News guy got booted because so-called impropriety. But yeah, get him the no spin zone. You know, Bill O'Reilly. Do the Bill O'Reilly thing. And we'll have to, I'll get his voice and use AI to make him say the no flip-flop zone. There we go. Okay, I like that. I'm going to have to use it. Dude, I am not letting go of the flip-flops. I don't know why, but I love it. And I know if Hakuna Matata ever come back to this channel, he's going to be like, what the shit is going on? Why are there flip-flops everywhere? He's going to crap if he ever come back. We've adopted the flip-flops. I'm going to start making sure. I'm going to start working them into my descriptions and stuff, too, when I have time. I'm going to see if I can hide flip-flops in my thumbnails. I don't know why I like it. Yes, Bill O'Reilly. And to those of you in Rumble, I see you over there. I apologize. I don't know what the hell. I don't know why, but we've really... And you know what? I'm going to give you guys a lot of credit for you guys have really gone the full flip-flop way, and I like it. Who knew the secret power of the Force was flip-flops? I think I better move me to the other side for this one. Shoo. I am mobile. Vroom. Cordova Dragway. Yeah, Cordova Dragway is not too far from me. Boom. Okay. So, Jay Watterson, are you happy now? Okay, Ryan. I'm getting a little sketched out by some of these pundits. I always want to put an N in that. I know it's not. I know it's pundits, but I can't want to say pundits for some reason. It's like sherbet. Pundits seem to be more Israel first than America first. Well, Ryan. What the heck? I expected better of you, Ryan. Come on, your IQ is at least double mine. Come on, you know what? It's the secret Jewish conspiracy. Where is Snoopy for you when we need him? Come on, Snoopy, come back. Snoopy, come back, baby. What is in this can? Huh. I think that sucker's been spiked. I don't know if your Ghost energy drink can ferment, but this one may have. Oh, God. But yeah, well, yeah, a lot of them, they've been a lot of them are like that. And I think if they're Israel first because they're warmongers, Ryan. I really do. I think they are just looking for a war. Because Israel's in the Middle East, and they're Israel first that gets us involved in wars. And it's usually the war hawks that are Israel first. And little Ben Shapiro. Even though he's actually taller than me, from what I heard. I don't care. He's got manicured, pretty hands. Of course, he's rich enough, he'll just pay people to beat the crap out of me, so whatever. He doesn't have to get his hands dirty. They can be manicured and pretty. I'm personally a Israel fan and Zionist, but these guys seem like they chose Israel. Oh, 100%. Ryan, there are a couple of them. I've said multiple times on this stream, so I'm not flipping or flopping. No flip or flop. There's a good one. Not only we do flip-flops, we can do half. We can do a flip or a flop. I'm doing neither. I've said multiple times. In my opinion, in case Ben Shapiro comes after his millions, it's my opinion that Ben Shapiro wouldn't give a rat's ass if every man, woman, and child in America got deceased if it made his precious Israel safe for the next 50 years. Really. Is he like 5'7"? I thought Ben Shapiro was 5'10" or something like that. Basement Jesus! Dude, you should have been here a while ago. We could have used it. I like how Ryan goes and suggests some of these pundits seem to be more Israel first, and suddenly, and he says the word Zionist, and Basement Jesus goes, I am here. You called for the King of Jews, right? Mag D5, what is up? How you guys doing? Mag D5 and Basement Jesus, welcome. By the way, I haven't said it yet. Please do me a favor, guys. Give a thumbs up to the stream, and please do me a favor and subscribe and share the channel, please. I mean, come on, I've been singing tonight even. Man, I even gave you a good Cordova Dragway ad from like 1999 or something. I'm omnipotent. Oh. All right. I'm not going to read all this because I don't want to subscribe, but I just pulled this up quick because it's just a quick thing to read and get your opinion. But Jay Watterson he's reading my mind, I'm telling you. Supreme Court lifts limits on Trump deporting migrants to countries not their own. I love it. I do. That's great. And lefties are throwing a fit. They're using, oh my God, he could send them to the Sudan. Yeah, he can. The Sudan is nasty, and it's like lifelong war. To me, that's a good thing because that'll tell a lot of these illegals that still want to come here, or even that are still here. Could you imagine being an illegal alien here from, let's say a crazy country like Mexico? Not that there's a lot of Mexican illegals here, but let's just say a crazy country like Mexico. You're a Mexican illegal here. If Trump catches you, you're thinking, okay, he's got to send me home. Then I'll sneak across the border again, or at least I'll be home. He can send your ass to Zimbabwe, the Sudan. He can send you anywhere. It's like, oh shit. You're not even going home. By the way, and I know I heard some lefties actually whining about this. Oh my God, he's going to send them somewhere. He's not even going to send them home. Hey, if they love their home so much, why'd they leave? If they loved, Guam or Venezuela or whatever else. I know Guam's America, my bad. But if they loved Mexico or Ecuador or, whatever in Africa, Bumfuckistan, some other country, you know what? Then they wouldn't have left there. So maybe Trump's just being nice and trying to give them another shot at another country they might love because they didn't give a shit about theirs. So let them go fly Mexican flags in the Sudan. Let them go fly Mexican flags in Zimbabwe. Hey, send them over to Switzerland and drop them there. Oh my God. I am loving this. I heard lefties throwing a fit about this today, and it was hilarious to me. And I'm betting it's why Jay Watterson wanted to talk about this. Oh, gods. I mean, could you imagine you're from a tropical country and let's say he drops you in like the coldest goddamn country he can? You're clear around the planet. And he's going to drop you with the flag of your country too. Hey, you want to take your flag with you? Okay. Shit. Judge restricted Trump's deportation to third countries. U.S. sought to send some deportees to unstable South Sudan, which I've never heard Trump mention, but that's the country the lefties have grabbed onto because it's a holy horror of a country. It's a war-torn, nasty place. Even their cities where there's tall buildings, a lot of it has dirt roads along like 5-story buildings. I mean, could you imagine? You come here from Venezuela, Ecuador, Mexico, Canada, and we send you to Sudan? Enjoy trying to get yourself back home. Your country, you know what? You know what's going to happen? Let's say he drops them in Sudan. These people are suddenly going to really, really, really love Mexico and want to get back there. They're going to have a newfound love for Venezuela, Mexico, whatever shithole country they came from is suddenly going to look amazing. Sorry, Sudan. Your country is fudged up. And I didn't do that. All the lefties started using your country as an example. Oh, shit. Administration says it gives migrants adequate due process. I love this, though. I'm not paying Reuters, but the U.S. Supreme Court cleared the way on Monday for President Donald Trump's administration to resume deporting migrants to countries other than their own without offering them a chance to show the harms they could face. Too fucking bad. Too bad. I don't care. Get out of our country. I think this is just another good way to get illegals to self-deport. Because if we catch you, in fact, I would do a statement. Oh, I'm a bigger dick than Donald Trump. I would do a statement. I'd come out and do a press release. I don't care if you have Karen Levitt do it or J.D. Vance or Trump himself. Come out and go, you know what? If we catch you, yeah, we catch you in our country. I can't do Trump, so I apologize. I catch you in America. We're going to send you to any country but your own. We're going to find the country that is farthest from yours and the nastiest and send you there. So you might want to leave now. I bet that $1,000 and a free plane ticket home is looking a lot better to some of these people. Shit. Could you imagine? Oh my God. Handing him another victory is aggressive pursuit of mass deportations. We need 13, almost 14,000 a day out of here. And that's just the ones Biden brought in, let alone the ones that were here before. I believe Ann Coulter, when she says it's closer to 50 to 60 million here. So, yeah. All right. And this is sponsored by me and Jay Watterson. Jay Watterson, I know. He was like, didn't the Supreme Court? Yeah. He's always a few tabs ahead of me. I know he's got a bug in my computer somehow. All right. Move from the jungles of Peru and end up in effing Greenland. Well, wait a second. We kind of like Greenland. Don't we? We're still kind of talked. Ooh, double negotiation. Hey, Greenland, we're going to drop a bunch of these people on you if you don't join America because we don't want them in America. So if you're part of America, we're deporting them. If you become America, we won't give them to you. But if not, hey, you got a lot of open land. We think some Mexican and Ecuadorians and some Venezuelans would love to live there. Woof. Woof. You guys, I love the evil. Bring it, baby. Bring it. Let me check Grumble. I still see you guys over watching. Nobody talking, but I see you watching. Where is Snoopy when we need him? My God. Snoopy for you. You guys are evil. Send them to Cuba. I don't know. Cuba's too close. I want them long ways. And I don't want to send them. If you're from a semi-tropically country, I don't want to send you to another one. I want to send you to a cold hole. I like the Greenland thing, but we're kind of trying to be nice to Greenland right now. I do like the Russia. Send them to Siberia. Ha ha. Yeah. Send them to Siberia. I like that one a lot. Cities Island. Oh. Jeffrey Epstein Island. That thing, we haven't seemed to be getting anything from. Where's that Epstein list? Where's the Epstein documents? I haven't heard anybody talk about that for a while. Freaky, huh? Yeah, we'll be talking more about that. I'm going to start looking into that again, really heavily. All right, come on, guys. Give me some, everybody in the chat, come on. Throw out some suggestions. Some nasty countries. If you're from a warm climate, what cold climate shitholes can we send you to? If you're from a colder climate, what baking area can we send you to? Put you in an easy bake oven, Hey, isn't there some countries in the Middle East we could send them to? Come on. Antarctica isn't colonized. Now, see, they said third world, another country. I don't think Antarctica is a country, though, and I think it's neutral territory, so I don't think we can do that. I think that's under international laws, neutral territory or something, so I don't think we can send it there. But trust me, I'd like to. You tell me, if we don't tell if we go out and tell every illegal alien, we catch you, we're going to set you up. We're going to give you a lot of money, set you up in a nice city, send you some nice little Quonset huts. We got some leftover World War II shit. We're going to give you some nice insulated huts and some other stuff and some hydroponic stuff, but you better learn because you're going to Antarctica. Every one of you. I'll bet you would see a flow after the first 2 plane loads that actually go to Antarctica. You're going to see Mexican flags being dropped. So they're going to be leaving so fast. And I'm sorry, folks, I'm going to pick on the Mexicans since what were the majority of the flags we've seen raised by lefties and all the ICE protests? Mexican. What are the other flags? Viva la Mexico. So, sorry. If it was German flags, I'd be going, get the fucking Germans out of here. I love when some lefties, I get a couple emails, why do you always pick on the Mexicans when you're talking about illegals? Yeah. Math? Hey, Ranker Dog. Oh, no, don't put your face on the keyboard, buddy. I know, I love you too. Big moose. Russia? I like Russia. I think Antarctica, because a lot of Antarctica is really nasty, and it's open. Oh, yeah. And it's empty. I like that. It's the entire continent. They can have it. Maybe. Yeah. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Why not? Call them support and send them to Ukraine. Ooh. Ooh. I got a better. Oh, Jim, I'm gonna expand on that. Okay. We send them to Ukraine and say, if you help Ukraine win this war against Russia, and you actually win, take over Russia, we'll give you American citizenship. Dump them all in there and go, hey, Vladimir, here's your new soldiers. And by the way, they are in deep shit in Ukraine because of how many of their men of a certain age who've been now deceased because of this stupid war. They are going to have huge population problems coming up. Monstrous. So, keep fighting, Zelensky. Put your country into a nothingness. Mexico. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Basement Jacks. A lot of people have been pointing it out lately. Mexico only owned California's portions of the West Coast for 21 years. Yeah. All this talk about colonization, they forgot that Spain had them colonized for over 300 years, hence Spanish. Yep. And it doesn't matter. If you go back through time far enough, everybody took over somebody. Everybody immigrated from somewhere. There was always somebody there before them. They beat them. Then somebody else came in and beat them. The whole indigenous thing is bullshit. And I'm sorry, there are a lot of families in America that have been here for 300 years or more. Sometimes 400 plus years. Okay, how long do you have to be in a place for you to be called the indigenous population? So yeah, 100% Basement Jesus. And they also seem to forget that Spain is a European country. No. Yeah, I know. I know they... I had a couple customers at my shop back in the day where we talked about... And I hate using that saying. God, I don't know where I got that from my dad. Damn it. I'm becoming my father. But we had some customers that were actual immigrants from Spain. They did not like it when we said, oh, you speak... Okay. They did not like if you compared Mexican Spanish to their Spanish. And I've had people in this country, lefties, argue with me, it's the exact same and this. I go, no, it is a lot different. Go ask an actual person from Spain. They think of Mexican Spanish the same way like British people, proper British people think of American. They think of our language kind of a mutt language, even though actually we almost speak more proper old school English now than they do. They've really screwed their language up over there. So I had a couple friends over in UK tell me that. It's like, no, actually, you should look up how bad we've screwed our language up now. But yeah, these people did not like you comparing what Mexicans spoke to what these people from Spain spoke. Said there's huge differences. Not just accent, but there's whole word differences, sentence structures, very different. I'm like, whoa, didn't realize I stepped on that one. A lot of those Mexican flags aren't being held by Mexicans. Got to blame someone. You know what? Yeah, but the problem is a lot of them are being held by what I would call people that should not be citizens. The 14th Amendment was never meant for mommy and daddy sneak across the border. Mommy's 9.5 months pregnant, gets across the border, a foot goes plop. American citizen. That was never what it was meant to be. And when our court ruled that, our court had its heads so far up their asses, the robes are coming back out the other end again. Because the writers of that amendment actually said, no, that's not what happens. You got to be under the jurisdiction thereof, the government of the United States of America. They directly say in the writings on it, you cannot just sneak in. They say it was for the slaves to make sure they become part of America. And once again, I've said it many times, and I'm not flipping, flopping, or flop flipping. I've said it many times. Why then, for the love of God, is not everybody diplomat or everybody on vacation here who accidentally has a kid, why isn't that kid an American citizen? Strange how it goes that way, but for a person illegally here, a person on vacation is here legally. Passport, came in on the airplane, whatever else, going to Disneyland, got on a roller coaster, 9 months pregnant, God knows why, and had a kid. Not American citizen. But you sneak across our border, doo-de-doo-de-doo, and, oh, viva la baby, and you're an American citizen. No, that is not what it's supposed to be for. So half those people waving the flags are the ones born by illegal aliens here. Their parents are illegals. They don't even give a shit about this country because what mommy and daddy do is they take all the money back to Mexico and they go visit other family. They vacation in Mexico. They have more contact with Mexico. They watch Univision. They don't watch American TV. They watch all these godforsaken, stupid Mexican networks we have in America that should all be cut off. They never become American. They don't give a shit about this country. Mommy and daddy got them citizenship just so they can have anchor babies here, and so anchor baby can get stuff for them. It's stupid. And those are the ones waving the flags, these faux citizens. I'm an American citizen, but you're waving a Mexican flag. American citizen, viva la Mexico. So those are the other ones waving it. And honestly, I don't care. You wave a Mexican flag, say viva la Mexico, I'm going to get to assume you're a Mexican and you're illegal. Bye-bye. If we could assume Biden could break constitutional law, federal law, immigration laws, a bunch of other laws, and just bring illegals in, then use our welfare dollars, our taxpayer dollars to pay for them, put them up hotels, and give them everything they want illegally, then I think we can assume anybody waving a Mexican flag is an illegal. I call it fair is fair. So that's it. My family has been here for almost 500 years. See? So, and there's some people that would still look at Baseman, Jesus' family, and go, well, and they look right at him and go, you're not indigenous. How long does it take? Where's the number on that? I want a direct number. Yeah, Telemundo. Yeah, we got to eliminate all these. All these networks, they shouldn't be watching all the TV shows from Mexico here. If you are supposedly American, watch our shit. Watch our shit. If you want Telemundo and all that other shit, you should be paying premium prices. I'm talking take the price of the HBO, Showtime, Cinemax package and Stars all together and times it by 3 if you want your Mexican stuff. Watch American shit. That's why you have people been here for 20 years don't speak English. They never have to immerse themselves in our shows, culture, nothing. So yeah. From Wales. My family comes from 1636. My family came here, I'd have to ask my dad, 1800? I think 1800, somewhere in there. All I know is my family is in a lot of high school textbooks on the Civil War. We fought on the side of the North. We had huge amount of our family died in it. Some were famous enough to be in high school textbooks. We have a county in Oklahoma named after our family, one in Illinois, and there's a museum in Oklahoma where my family is very prominent in the museum. Woohoo! So, I haven't been here as long as you guys, but damn. What else do you have to do to be indigenous here? So, yeah. Okay, your child is a citizen. You want to take them with you or put them in the system? Yeah. Well, that's what they've been doing, Jim. Tom Homan totally said that, and that's what they're doing. Oh, Trump deported a 4-year-old cancer patient. That woman actually had a choice to leave the baby with the legal father, the United States citizen father, and she said no and chose to take the baby. That is crazy. She chose to do that. And there's been other families where they've given them the option. Yeah, that's an American citizen. The kid can stay, but you got to go. Nope, I'm taking my kid. That's their choice. But I also, if you take that kid back across the border, no more American citizenship. Nuh-uh. American citizen stays here. American citizenship don't even get drugged back to Mexico, and then you get to claim American benefits for that kid, you know, because I'm not sending baby support and food stamps to goddamn Mexico. That's stupid. But yeah, that's what they've been doing, Jim Patterson. They have been doing that. They have been booting them en masse. And the families don't like it, but there's not en masse enough. But I just thought this was great to see. I was laughing and listening to him whine about it. And in fact, Abrego Garcia, after his trial with Trump, that's amazing work he did there. When they find him guilty, I don't even want to jail him here. I want to send him, like you guys said. I'm really falling in love. You know, probably be an act of war. I love Siberia. Hey, Putin, hey, you need some more soldiers? Oh, God. Hey, there we go. Okay, you ready for this? Hold on. Brainstorm. Entertainment. George Carlin's going to be proud of me for this. We're going to set up cameras, satellite feeds, whatever. We are going to have, it's like the Running Man almost. We're going to send half the illegals to Ukraine, the other half to Russia. Get where I'm going with this? They can go ahead and ad nauseum fight. You know? Let's see how that works. Ellis Island, my maiden name is Ellis. Wow. My family did come through Ellis Island. My dad has got all that genealogy. So yes, we did. But yeah, we've been here, I believe, 1800. I'm not sure right on the dot. It's either a couple years before or after. I think it was a little after. Yeah. All right, so. But I did like this one. I loved it. Now, you ready to move on and see something stupid? Are you ready? You ready? Okay. Take a drink of whatever you got. I don't even care if it's water. You're going to want to have some hydration for your brain cells because they're going to be hurting after this. All right. And I'll ask one more time just in case because a few people have come in. Please do hit the thumbs up for the stream and share the channel out to anybody you think might like any of this craziness and join one of the bottom tier channels on YouTube. Yes, Basement Jesus. Yes, I did. That was last week. Arnold Schwarzenegger, totally. Oh my God. And there's so much analysis over it. I meant to talk about it. We got buried in so much other things. But yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger went on The View, and these ladies did not see that he was going to say what he was going to say about the illegals. Don't you think it's horrible that they're booting these illegal aliens? And then Trump, oh my God. They were trying to get him to attack Trump, and he didn't do it. He said, well, I love America. America is amazing. I'm not doing the right accent, but I love America. America's amazing. I got to get my Arnold voice going. America's amazing. I don't have it, trust me. But he's talking about how great America is, the best country in the world, how he's amazed, how he loved how this country gave him such chance. Oh my God, it was beautiful. And then he's like, but when you come here as an immigrant, you got to obey the laws. Oh, these ladies. And they were trying to shut him up. The one was trying to do a hand gesture, and one was touching, kept doing this. And it's like, he wasn't stopping. Oh, they were pissed. They were pissed. They were trying to interrupt him, and he just went on through it. And afterwards, it would have been even better if he would have turned to look at Whoopi or Sonny and gone, you're terminated. And I know, no voice. You're terminated. That was almost Stallone. Ugh. Yo. So yeah, I saw it, Basement Jesus, and it was beautiful. Survivor Reality Edition. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a Survivor show that isn't based on popularity. When a housewife from New Jersey who's never even been in the woods wins over a Marine, a combat Marine, you know it's a bullshit show. But I don't even like Survivor. I think The Running Man. In fact, I think that's amazing. I think we just, let's take over, let's say, Let's make San Francisco the course. And San Francisco is the biggest shithole, or it could be part of LA if we really want to be accurate to the movie Running Man. We take the shittiest part of LA, make that the course. And we have the hunters. Oh yeah. Get some good old redneck Americans. How about this? We get the families. You get family members of the Americans who have been offed, injured, or decimated by illegal aliens. They get to be the hunters. Oh! You get to release the illegal aliens. We have a nightly show, The Running Amigo. I'm sorry. The Running Illegal. But yeah, so sponsored by Taco Bell. Oh, we got sponsors. Taco John's, Taco Bell. Old El Paso would like to get involved in this. Oh, that was the old El Paso kill of the night. That was spicy. Almost as spicy as our new salsa. Sorry. Yep, I'm gonna have to ask what got in this can. My bad. So I think we should do The Running Illegal. And we release what? And you know, it's a 3-hour show. Maybe, 3 to 4 hour show every night. And you can have it on HBO or network. Ooh, the government channel. Dig up Richard Dawson somewhere and get him in there. And release the illegals. This is Jose. He likes to touch little kids. And he is a very bad man who's stolen 3 Social Security numbers and carjacked 5 people. He also likes to wipe feces on cabbage when he's picking them, and that goes to Chipotle. It's why Chipotle has so much illnesses. Okay, and that's my opinion, guys. So now Jose will be racing for his life from Jim Bob from Arkansas. Jim Bob likes to use his Smith & Wesson. It's like, I can just see this. Oh my God. I don't know how I have gone the wrong way. Yeah, exactly. I said Taco Bell. Make a run for the border. Oh, Mag D5. Improved. Love it. Oh, you guys, this is great. That is great. Make a run for the border. Oh, my God. Hell, I think Tom Homan and ICE should be sponsored by Taco Bell. Wouldn't that be great? ICE, sponsored by Taco Bell. Make a run for the border. Oh, my God. Could you imagine a lefty throwing a fit? But we could have Taco Bell, Old El Paso, Ortega, Cholula. You could have all this stuff. This would be great. I mean, come on. The Running Illegal, sponsored by Ghost Energy Drinks. I mean, come on. Tell me that would not be a moneymaker. Americans would watch this shit. That would be amazing. You want illegals to leave? You start doing that shit. They will leave. And since we have a shitload of ones here that like to touch kids and women and stuff, those are the ones we start with. But then we make them think, oh, we're going for anybody who comes across the border and we run out of these. We run out of these, yeah. But we will honor. If they can live through the 4-hour show, yeah, they can go to Siberia. But you got to live through the show, you know? That's the point. It's a win, kinda. So yeah, all right. I'm still cool deporting Arnold after he made that whole Damn Your Freedoms video. Yeah, that was pretty stupid. Ryan, I'll agree. That was. But you know, I might even give him a pass on just that one. That one. Just because of all the good entertainment, man. Come on. If we did The Running Illegal, you got to give Arnold a pass on that. Still one of my favorite movies of all time. That and Total Recall. Love them. Love those movies. The Running Illegal is brought to you by Taco Bell. Make a run for the border. I'm loving that. And now I'm stuck in my Cordova Dragway voice. Spin-off Rat Race. Roach Race to the 2025. Hey, we can make NASCAR exciting. You fence in the NASCAR track. You release a certain amount of them on the track. And you have to survive the whole 500-lap race. And the fences are plexiglass. You ain't climbing them. You got to survive all 500 laps. Yeah. There we go. We call it the rat race or something like that. I don't know. What was that? Oh, my God. The real NASCAR. The NASCAR Illegal Cup, or the NASCAR Illegal 500, is sponsored to you by Budweiser. Hey, Bud Light might be able to get back into the good graces if they sponsored that. The Illegal Alien 500 is sponsored to you by Bud Light. Oh, God. Have it with a taco. Oh. For Arnold to say all this after they push the government-mandated vaccine. Oh, I agree, Jim. I agree. Oh, God, you guys. Roach Race brought to you by Raid. Ooh. Keep it up, guys. Love it. You don't want to have it sponsored by Black Flag? Oh, no. Nasty car. Oh, hell, you might as well just go off the old Stallone movie and David Carradine movie. Death Race 2025 is sponsored by the Red Cross. Give blood. Just saying. Hey, if you want to be real dicks, about it, if you're an illegal here and you've messed with a kid, offed a woman, offed an American citizen, drove drunk and got somebody offed, guess what? Your organs are now ours. You took American lives. You fucked up American lives. Now you're going to save American lives. And I know there's a slope there we got to watch, but I'd be for that. Trust me, I have a vested interest. My lungs suck. And some of those walked up here for long distance. Those lungs probably work. So, yeah. Then I'd be wondering, God, why am I always craving refried beans, man? Arnold to say this after we push it go. Yeah. Well, Jim Patterson, I don't like Arnold as a person so much a lot of times. But yeah, as I like his movies. But yeah. Yeah, Arnold, that was a pretty stupid fucking thing. Has he ever even made a statement about that? Mag D5 used the NHL All-Star game and the illegals must survive a full game as the goalie without equipment. Oh. Ouch. How about this? Any illegal alien who's messed with a child or a woman or drunk drove and got families ended in this country, they're always wanting to make these cars safer for Americans. And they say the dummies are amazing, but they're still not quite like a human. Crash test dummies? Just saying. Just glue the sensors on them in a few spots, whatever you need. That's something George Carlin would have come up with. If you look up what George Carlin said about criminals and illegals back in the day, he was saying to take a really big concrete wall and a catapult and shoot them into it. So, every car has Dayton rims and chain link steering wheels. They'd have to have those little crab wheels. The NASCAR Crab 500. And they all have to have the cucaracha horn and fuzzy dice, steering wheel and dice. Oh, Lordy. Send the sick bastard to Siberia. Yep. Movies. Movies okay, person? Which one are we talking about here? What'd I do, Jim? Movies okay, person. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I caught up, Jim. I got the hamster back on the wheel and got it again. Got it. Okay. Movie's okay. What? Dude, The Running Man is one of the best movies ever. And even, come on, Total Recall? I mean, I'll give you Raw Deal's not all that good, but come on. Red Heat? Belushi? Schwarzenegger? Come on. Predator? Predator was epic. You can watch Predator today and it's still epic. Predator 2 was also good. So, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me check in on everybody on Rumble. How you doing over there on Rumble? That link you see in the chat is for the YouTube. side if you guys want to come over here. If you don't, and you don't have an account, feel free to just sit and watch on Rumble. If you have an account, feel free to chat. So, yeah. All right, we are going to move on. Now, here we go. We cleaned ourselves out a little. Anti-ICE activists help migrant child rapist flee feds in Colorado. These lefties don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. I keep saying the left has no true beliefs. Zero. All they have is what gives them power, and they are morally bankrupt. They don't care. These idiots out there marching and taking things over and burning things, attacking, don't give a shit. This person messed with kids in America, and they helped this person get away. I personally think every one of them, if we catch who helped this dude, then that person should get deported. You automatically give up your United States citizenship if you help somebody who's screwed with children get away. I think you suddenly assume their punishment. That's that. That is insane. It's not a tumor. It's funny. It's not a tumor. I'll work on my Schwarzenegger. I used to be able to do a lot of voices when I actually had a good baritone voice for all my infections and everything over the years killed my voice. I don't even think I can do Snagglepuss or Yogi or Boo Boo or anything anymore. Yeah, some oldies. Anti-ICE activists successfully helped a migrant child rapist flee the feds. The last time I'm probably going to say that word because YouTube does get cranky to the small channels. Rapists flee the feds as they attempted to nab him in Denver, Colorado. The fuck is wrong with Denver? Immigration agents were trying to collar Jose Reyes Leonderas. My God, do they love all their names? Who hails from El Salvador and was convicted of messing with a kid in Italy. But were God dang, went clear to Italy, then ended up here. But were disrupted by the activist group that post of the feds' whereabouts ICE wrote on X. ICE activist group Colorado Rapid Response, that should all be arrested because that is interfering in law enforcement. This group needs all arrested. That is obstruction of justice. And you know, if this guy screwed with kids in Italy, if he went clear to Italy and screwed with kids, you know he's screwed with kids here. I will say it, because these people are sick. They don't just do it and then never do it again. They do it and keep doing it. Shared agents' locations on social media, the Fed said. As a result, the criminal illegal migrant was able to flee. Every one of them in that group. I don't even give a shit. I don't care if they go, but I wasn't even there that day with the group. I was out picking tulips with my grandmother. I don't care. You joined a group to purposely obstruct our laws. And these are the same lefties who want to scream democracy. We had democracy. November 5th, you lost. Fuck off. This is stupid. This is stupid. That's the asshole right there. That's the asshole right there. And I know if he touched some kid in Italy, he touched some kids here. There's no way he didn't. And I'm betting they're in the illegal alien community because they know a lot of them are scared to go to the cops. So that's another reason not to have illegal people here, because they know they're illegal and they will not go to the cops, a lot of them. So people like this asshole can do horrid things. During our surveillance of Leon, members of Colorado Rapid Response arrived on scene and alerted him to law enforcement's presence, which allowed him to escape arrest. Group like this interfere with ICE's ability to keep communities safe. No, that's obstruction. That is obstruction of fucking justice, clear as a bell. Anybody who arrived automatically should be under arrest. That is clear. Textbook. Federal obstruction charges. And I don't know why, if I don't find out they didn't arrest these people, I'm going to be pissed. The activist group's Facebook post shared the agents' locations in local neighborhoods and the types of cars they were driving. They're taking pictures. This is obstruction. ICE has asked the public to help them find LYON'S, but warned against anyone approaching him if they spot him in the community. Yeah, I don't think he looks like he's going to go easily. Which, fine, his terms are acceptable. My God. There's another asshole that should be arrested right here because this asshole's letting this go on in his city. He's letting groups that are clearly obstructing justice. Another Democrat who screamed about democracy. You lost. Fuck off. You had democracy. Democrats don't give a shit about democracy. They only give a shit about the word when they think they can win. When they lose, fuck democracy. And sorry, this one pisses me off. I don't like people screwing with children. I don't like people screwing with our women. I don't like people screwing with anybody's family. Days after Trump's 2024 election, Denver Mayor Mike Johnston vowed to shield migrants in his sanctuary city. That right there is obstruction. Arrest him. Why are we fucking around? If this is part of that 10-15%, I'm not happy with Trump or Homan. Arrest this cocksucker. Sorry. That one might have been too far for YouTube. You know what I mean? Arrest this jackhole. Arrest this snapperhead. Why does he get to say this? If you go up to a cop and you tell this police officer you are going to stop them from making an arrest for anything, they will arrest you. The videos are all over on YouTube. Why can this asshole, just because he's a politician, say he's going to obstruct federal officers and what you and me and the country voted for? How can he do that and then do it and not be arrested? Oh, this shit gets me angry. Shield migrants in his sanctuary city. Sanctuary cities are illegal. Sanctuary states are illegal. Unconstitutional. As they hammered in our heads for 4 years when Biden was bringing people in. Well, the executive branch has sole purview on immigration. Well, guess what? Trump's the president. He's the executive. Sit down. Shut up, Democrats. Your sanctuary shit's illegal. He's the executive. He has the sole say on immigration. And all this illegal shit's got to stop. And this is where I get pissed at Trump. Why are we allowing this? Why is Spamela Blondie going, yeah, we think we're going to do some lawsuits and do something by these sanctuaries. Jesus, lady, they're illegal. Stop making speeches and go fucking do something. If I have any problem with the Trump administration, that is the biggest one. Get the fuck up and fix this shit. We need to have 13, almost 14,000 people a day out here just to get the Biden people out. And we're dicking around hoping to get out a few thousand a day. While we're letting people like this hide more. People like this help people escape. That is stupid. We're not even going to get the horrid criminals out at this rate. Sanctuary city, shield migrant sanctuary city from mass deportation by using local cops. Every single cop. If you do this, I love my police officers. Any cop caught doing this should automatically be arrested and jailed. Because that is, one, violating their oath to the Constitution of the United States of America. They take an oath. And also, you are once again obstructing justice and you are helping horrid people get away. And my dog is back there pawing. Hey, Riker boy. So yeah, that is crazy. Stationed at the county line, calling it a Tiananmen Square moment. Oh. Fine, your terms are acceptable. Here's the post. Update, ICE has left the neighborhood. No one detained. Arrest every one of these jackholes. Volunteers confronted the ICE agents and used a bullhorn to share their rights. What their rights? Share their rights? Illegals don't have rights, especially somebody who's touched kids here. Nope. ICE called the police to try and intimidate our volunteers. ICE can arrest. Why is ICE not arresting these people? What the absolute shit is going on? ICE can arrest. Arrest them. You arrest them under federal charges. You can do that. Once again, here's my problem. Why are they not arresting? Tom Homan, this is federal. That's federal obstruction charges. You don't need police. They're not obstructing the police. They're obstructing your people. Tom Homan, arrest them. Kristi Noem, arrest them. Spamela Blondie, whatever. Arrest these people. They're admitting they did it. Police arrived, took the report, and found no reason to take and arrest our volunteers. Then you arrest those cops, too. Done. We're done. Once again, you want to get police to be good? Start arresting the bad ones. Any cop who will do and close your business down and do illegal shit because of a virus, gone. Anybody who will protect people like this, gone. You break laws, you're arrested. Time for the law to be, Lady Justice needs to be blind again. You and I do it, we're arrested. Lefties, whatever. And these police and these politicians, jail. They get to break laws, you and I don't. That is not what it's supposed to be. ICE never provided the police or the person being charged with it. They don't have to give shit to the police. And as for the guy, you never let him get near him. So, yeah. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. We attempted to arrest a fugitive and child rapist. And they name him. Again. Jose Leon Reyes Leon Darris with help from FBI. During our surveillance of this Salvadoran wanted for child blah blah in Italy. And you know it happened in America. They don't just do it once and give it up. Members of Colorado Rapid Response Network Immigration arrived on scene and alerted him. Thanks to Colorado Rapid Response members, a fugitive child, you know what, is evaded our arrest. Why in the name of shit are they not arrested? ICE, FBI, what the absolute shit? Tom Homan, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? What is going on? So yeah, this one pisses me off. Big time. Yeah, he did, Bunny. He cheated. Yeah, Schwarzenegger cheated. Total Recall has no double. It actually has a triple. I like the other Total Recall. The newer one is good. I like it, but it's my favorite is the actual original with Schwarzenegger. I like the other one. It can have some issues, but I do like it. I do like the movie. But the original, sorry, Schwarzenegger, 1990, Total Recall, the best. All right. They cannot drive the lefties on the Front Range, yeah. This is stupid. Your daddy, what does he do? Yeah, that's a good quote. If you are not on a list, you ain't pulling your weight. Yep. All right, Magdi 5. 100 years ago, if this problem existed, the U.S. government would have set a bounty. I like that. I like that idea. You're right. They would have 100 years ago. Bounties was legal. I think it's still legal under law because I think Trump toyed with that. And oh my God, the backlash from it was crazy. But I think he toyed with putting a bounty out for illegals. So yeah, that's a good idea, Magdi 5. I think you should do that. I really do. We are not a sanctuary state. All the little towns here voted against it. Problem is, Bunny, a lot of your cities and towns are sanctuary. And it doesn't matter if the towns voted for it. Because I know tons of parts of Illinois that want to do a sanctuary. But I believe Illinois is considered a sanctuary state. Yeah. I think we're a sanctuary state, whether we like it or not. Because of fucking Chicago. So I'm sorry, Connie, but I think Colorado might be a sanctuary state. Doesn't matter what the towns think. Unfortunately, when you're ruled by a city, you're ruled. And that's why a lot of people in Illinois would want to leave Illinois or would love to just kick Chicago out. Because, man, without the Chicago area, this state is as red as Iowa and most of Indiana and Missouri. And it's crazy. Just that fucking one city. We almost need an electoral type college system at the state level, too. We really do. It's what keeps our country going, which lefties hate, because they can't just rule us over from their 4 cities. They can't rule us all from their little shithole cities that they can't live in without us supporting them. But I think we almost need an electoral college statewide, and I've heard other people talk about that. Last weekend, thousands of No Kings protesters wasted a Saturday and still have Trump. Yeah. And it wasn't near as big as they had some big ones in some places, but it wasn't near as widespread or big. And that No Kings thing, there's still some protesters in LA, but it really dropped right after that. It's like they just spent themselves. Sorry about the visual there. Only a handful of cities are sanctuary cities like Denver. Okay, well, last I knew, I thought Colorado was a sanctuary state, but okay. But still, it's illegal. It's illegal. Wait, you didn't get my recall joke? Put it in Grok and see what it says. What? What I missed? Wait. I'm going back, Ryan. Total recall has no double, actually has a triple. What? All right, I'll play. I don't know why I'm missing this. I'm gonna smack myself in the head here a second. All right, I'm looking. What do I think about the layers of interpretation? Total recall. Well, the film is known for its double meaning or ambiguous ending. Yeah. Ways in the question of the events are real or an elaborate implanted memory. Yeah. You could certainly argue there's a third layer. See, Ryan, you've gone way too deep for me. I got the two. I know the two layers and what mind of thought. It's almost like watching Blade Runner. There's different thoughts of what happens at the end of that, depending on which version you watch and what you want to think. So yeah, here's how you can see as a triple. The double, the film famously plays with the is it real or is it a dream? Yeah, ambiguity at the end, yada. Subconscious influence, if you consider the possibility that Quaid's subconscious is playing a significant role in shaping the dream or influencing real events, if we consider a third layer of reality. Okay. The viewer's interpretation, the film's ambiguity, forces the audience to actively engage with the narrative. Ryan, that is way too deep into that movie. Ultimately, Total Recall is a movie that invites and encourages audience engagement and interpretation. Yeah. And it's fun. It's fun watching him pull that arm up with that big thing, a wacko. And you go, who designed that? So, yeah. I hope I didn't run it, Ryan. I mean, really, I hope I didn't, man. All right, let me catch up the chat here. I backed up to see what Ryan had. Dang, Grok sucks. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't use Grok. That's Gemini. I use Gemini on that. You want me to Grok it? I can Grok it. Wait, hold up. I put it in. I'll put it in Grok. Hang on. I'll put it in Grok. Hang on. Let's go here. I'm going to close that one. I got a lot going. Grok. And come on, Grok. Let's go. Sorry, guys. He's sending me down a rabbit hole. This break is sponsored by Ryan Jones. I'm waiting. Oh, Grok is confused. Oh, you're right. Total Recall 1990 doesn't feature a double in the sense of a traditional doppelganger, but the triple reference is likely tied to the iconic mutant character Quado, who has a third eye. Or the three-boobied girl. Yes. Both memorable elements of the film. Okay, is that what you're talking about, Ryan? Grok didn't come through. Oh, no. There you go. Hey, it's there. Okay, there's later a triple set of melons. Yes, it's here. It's right here, Ryan. It's got the three boobies. Mine did. Three-breasted. The three-breasted prostitute. Yep, it's there. So, yeah. Creating a psychological triple effect. Yeah, the layered, real, implanted, or manipulated, yeah? But Grok got it. I got it right there. So there we go. All right. Let me check everybody over on Rumble. Ooh, lost a couple on Rumble. They're probably like, what the hell? Snoopy! All right. Whoa. Hey, hang on, everybody. Snoopy for you stopped by. If we closed down the border and deported 1,000 illegals a day, we wouldn't put a dent in the illegal immigrant invader community population. Yes, we know that, Snoopy. Right now, Donald Trump says they are deporting about 2,000 to 3,000 a day. The numbers need to be 13,980 a day to get out just the ones that Biden let in, let alone the other 20 or 30 who are already here. Barbed wire and machine guns on the border would work. I agree. I'm not joking. Even though they're not coming in now, since Trump did this, my God, they've had this last month, I think they had like 20 people, maybe 30 that came in. It was crap low. So I'm not worried about the border right now. The problem is we got them in here. We need to get them out. And Snoopy, I don't know if you were here for some of our discussion. We talked about taking over part of LA and doing the Running Man. Find all the criminal illegals and go, yeah, you got to survive the Running Man. If you do survive, then we'll send you to Siberia. If you don't, well, you don't, and we get entertained. Dig up Richard Dawson and clone him and get Richard Dawson back in there. How you doing tonight, Snoopy? But it sounds like everybody, guys, sounds like Snoopy is with us on this one. Grok for the win, Ryan, yes. Yes. I don't know how I missed that, too, because that part is hilarious. And that chick who does that part, she's really not a bad-looking girl. She's in some other movies, too. All right. So, yeah, Snoopy is with us tonight, guys. I mean, he's all for barbed wire machine guns on the border, even though that's what we needed a couple years ago. Right now, we need to get them out. And Snoopy, if you back up, I don't know when you came in, bud, but if you back up, when we were talking about some of this illegal alien stuff a while here, we were coming up with a lot of stuff. We were coming up with a shitload of stuff. We were talking the Running Man series. Could be sponsored by Taco Bell, man. Make a run for the border. Oh, yeah, we were going. So if you missed it, feel free to back up and see some of the other illegal conversation we were having. Illegal alien conversation we were having. All right, let me catch up here. Let's go move on a little bit. But yeah, this guy here and everybody involved should be arrested. I mean, why in the name of shit are we not arresting people doing this? They just helped somebody who's screwed with kids get away. And they are proud of this. Tell me why they're not arrested. If I obstruct the standard street cop, you can find the videos all over on YouTube. You obstruct a street cop, even a little bit, you're arrested. But hey, you know what? Help a child diddler get away, and ICE doesn't arrest you? Homan, Trump, fix this. All right, Bunny, where's Bunny? Where's Bunny? Where's Bunny? Where is Bunny? Oh, Buckle Bunny. Only a handful of cities are sanctuary cities like Denver. Okay. I thought it was a whole state, but I'll take your word for it, Bunny. You live there. You live there. So I will take your word for it, hon. Up? Where? What did I miss? I'm still going. Buckle Bunny. And they cannot drive the lefties on the front range. Cannot drive the lefties on the front range. I'm not sure what that one is, Bunny. Send the sick bastard to Siberia. I got that one from you. Cheated on his wife with the Mexican maid. Yeah, I got that one. Am I missing something, Bunny? Because you're clear back into the Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff there. Yeah, retype it, Bunny. Retype it, whatever I missed. All right, guys. Yeah, retype it in, because whatever you put in, because I'm missing something. I went back through 3 or 4 of them, hon. All right, so, here we go. Does anybody feel bad for this jackass? I don't. This is annoying, but a lot less annoying than this shit here. So, yeah, we'll get a little lighter here, and I got one for you. I got one that's going to make you happy here in a second. I do. I'm not just going to keep you in the doldrums. So listen to this jackass.
My name's Antonio Gallo. I'm one of the owners of Casa Fina restaurant in Boyle Heights. It's been a staple in the area of Boyle Heights. Normally on Father's Day, we're packed. We have people waiting about 20 minutes. On that Sunday, I mean, it was just, there was nobody there. Right, folks were afraid to come out, and now we have to consider about what do we do with our employees. Right, we have no money coming in. It's just the raids in the city, and it's scaring our folks. It's scaring our. That's
because you're living off of illegals. You're living off illegals. It sounds like this lives at TikTok has it wrong. Complains as of employees. He's talking about how he can't pay his employees. He's talking about how nobody showed up. Sorry, lives at TikTok, you screwed up. His clientele is illegals. Yeah, his clientele is illegals. Screw you. Too bad. Maybe, you know what? I bet there's a lot of cafes doing really good that's serving mostly Americans. And hiring Americans. I don't feel bad for him at all. But here, listen again. I think he's talking about how he doesn't get enough people because the illegals are staying in. He doesn't say. He says he have money to pay his people. So whoever this guy is, sorry, that's popping up.
My name is Antonio Gallo. I'm one of the owners of Casa Fina restaurant in Boyle Heights. It's been a staple in the area of Boyle Heights. Normally on Father's Day, we're packed. We have people waiting about 20 minutes. On that Sunday, I mean, it was just, there was nobody there.
Yeah. So lives at TikTok screwed up. He's not talking about employees. He's talking about his clientele. He lives off illegals. And I'll bet he can launch right into Spanish quick as shit. And I'm going to bet his parents were illegals. If he himself is not. I don't feel bad for these people. Screw you. You're hiring illegals. You're living off of illegals, whatever. And you're a business owner? Fuck you. You should lose your business. This is another problem I have with the Trump administration right now. And I know, I love the guy. But there's, like I said the other night, there's 10, 15%, no flip-flopping. 10 to 15%, I believe I said, that I'm not happy with. This is part of that, this immigration shit. Stop doing this piecemeal. Anybody, you tell any business that's under a certain size or makes under a certain amount, any illegal you're caught, you are fined $100,000. Any corporation above that amount, any illegal you're caught with, you are fined $30 million per. Yeah. And if your guy comes back, we fine you the $30 million again. And you do the same to banks. I'm tired of walking into my bank. One of my credit unions around here, out of the 4 tellers, they have 1 that speaks English only. The other 3 are busy up trying to speak to Spanish-speaking people that don't speak a lick of English. So while the Americans are standing there waiting for the 1 English teller, only teller, the Mexicans are getting 3 or 4 tellers. You go to these banks. You go, let me see your records. Then you can do that. All banks and credit unions are FDIC, federally regulated. So you can look at their shit and go, hey, Paco here ain't an American. Why does he have a bank account? Does he have a registered business here? Has he come here with papers showing he's allowed to do business here? No. Well, really? Then for each illegal caught, that money is seized. Seized automatically. And the bank owner or whoever runs it, the board, gets fined. Not your money, my money, but they get in trouble. I'm tired of this piecemeal bullshit and screw this guy.
Right, folks were afraid to come out and now we have to consider about what do we do with our employees, right? We have no money coming in. It's just the raids in the city and it's scaring our folks. Oh. It's scaring our people. And
our people? Our people? Listen to that. Our people. No, it's not scaring our people, dickhead. It's scaring your people. Screw you. I'm done.
And it has to stop.
Tom Homan, President Trump, Kristi Noem, Pamela Blondie, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, whatever. Where the fuck are you to arrest people like this? Or at the very least, fine them.
Or a lot of folks are going to lose their jobs.
You want self-deportations? You want to get them out of here without doing with the least amount of work? Fine every business and bank that has anything to do with the illegals. They can't make money here. They can't live. They can't have houses. They can't have cars. They can't drive. They will have to leave. That's that. You will get a lot flowing out if you remove the reasons they're here. This hunting them down and deporting them shit ain't right. You remove the reasons they can stay. So I don't know who told them this is the efficient way to get them out. Let me in there. Come on. Let me in there. Put me as director of deportations. give me maybe Secretary of Deportation. I will set up the shit. They'll be gone. They will be gone. Screw that. So I'm all for it. Let me see where you guys are. Let me check Snoopy over. I'm not ignoring Snoopy. All right. See what Snoopy's got. I just logged on. Okay, Snoopy, if you back up a little from where you came on, we had a whole litany, and we were talking about game shows we could put the illegals on, and a whole bunch of stuff. So if you get some time, bud, I'd just back up a little and take a look for, I'd say, about 20, 30 minutes before you came on. And you'll see we were in it. So you came in near the tail end, and you are definitely, this is one, Snoopy, we're agreeing with you on 100%. We may not go into the whole Jewish-Israel thing with you 100%, but you know what? Looks like we have agreement on this one, bud. And once again, that's the magic of this. We don't have to always agree. We're not lefties. You and I can disagree. Sometimes I can wear the tinfoil. Sometimes you can wear the tinfoil hat. Other than that, sometimes we can look at shit and totally agree. All right, so feel free to back up and watch it. It's not just America that the Jew doing this to. It's not the Jews. Snoopy. It's almost every European country wants nation ethos. Only Europe is being invaded by Africans and Arabs. Yeah. Well, the problem is we have bleeding heart liberal leftists in America and a lot of these first world nations who have just, once again, they're trying to bolster their party. The lefties are trying to use illegals and mass immigration to change their country the way they want it and give themselves power. And that is a big portion, especially in America. You got there, didn't you, man? All right, back to the YouTube chat. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to ignore anybody. Let's see. Kind of like saying that entire area is a church and as such can grant sanctuary. No, they cannot, Jim Patterson, 100%. And I would, once again, I'm going to get some pushback from somebody. Somebody watches this later. I know you're not going to like to hear this one. I know it. Any church caught hiding illegal aliens saying sanctuary, you lose your tax exempt status. Done. Even if I'm not going to be the guy to walk up and arrest Papa John, not to throw Papa John under the bus, I do love his pizza. Even though I can't eat it a lot because of the carbs in the crust, but nothing he can do about that because it's really good stuff. But, you know, Father Mulcahy, Jim, sorry. But you know what? I don't want to arrest him and the nuns or whatever, or the deacons, especially the deacons with Buicks. But no, you should automatically, any church caught, you lose your tax exempt status. Done. Done. Over. Nope. I'm done with that shit. No more hiding them. Especially when the churches will hide ones who've done kid diddling and stuff. I'm done with it. Bunny, I read back 2 or 3 of yours, hon. If I missed it, I don't know what happened. And make sure it's not, is it still in the chat? Because sometimes it lets it there for you, but if it was something YouTube didn't like, it could remove it. So they do remove stuff. Buckle Bunny, yes, Snoopy is over there, Bunny. Yes, any of you guys that do have Rumble, if you want, you can do the Rumble chat also, and Snoopy for you is over there right now. And that's why I'm checking over there and reading, because I'm not ignoring. I've been checking. I've been getting better at it. I have tinfoil drawers. Jim Patterson of the the Scot Jewish arm. Elise, how? I hope I don't say your name wrong. Elise, how? Huh? I'm so sorry. I don't know exactly how to say it. So, Elise, how you doing? Grooming gangs up my place. What's that? Are you making a grooming gangs? So is that the illegals then? Somehow I'm lost. Of course, the hamster's tired, so probably fell off the wheel. Okay. Your nails are getting tired, buddy. All right, so, and by the way, Snoopy, Buckle Bunny on my YouTube side said hi. So, how you doing? All right, Hey, Snoopy, while you're over there, what do you think about Trump's ceasefire? How long do you think it'll last? All right, so moving on. We got a good one here, guys. Now, we're going to have a little bit of a palate cleanser. This is going to make you feel... It's above Jim's message. Above Jim's. Above Jim's. You laughed at Mag D5. If it's above this one here, I got Mag D5, Jim Patterson. Jim Patterson is kind of like saying the entire area is a church. Jim Patterson. And they cannot drive the lefties on the front range. Yeah, send the sick bass turds to Siberia. See, I don't know how far up to go, but yeah, I was above Jim Patterson, so I may not be seeing it, Bunny. So I may not be seeing it. All right, Jim, the church and the city that is facilitating the sanctuary city. Church doesn't get federal money. No, but they get tax exempt status. Churches get tax exemption. I would remove their tax exemption. And to a church, that is insanely huge. They would get taxed on all their property, on their tithing, that would be income, on donations. You want to get churches to stop pulling this shit? Do that. Because, I'm sorry, you're not getting the word of God out when you go away. Yep, that would end that. T. Waters and hamster flip-flop. Oh my God, dude. Bunny, I went up and up in the chat. I didn't see anything. I read the ones I saw above Jim Patterson's. I went back a good ways, hon. Remember, I missed one from D5, though. Remember all the legal issues in federal and Florida? Yep, government back years ago over Elian Gonzalez. Yeah, yes, I do. Boy, they made a thing out of that, didn't they? That's back when Democrats actually cared about illegal immigration. Yeah. Let's see. Who was president? Or was that Bush? It might have been Bush. I could be wrong. It must have disappeared. Yeah, Bunny, as I'm not saying is I scanned up, and what I was reading you, I scanned up, went to Jim Patterson, and any message is yours right above it. That's what I was reading out just now. So yeah, YouTube might have taken it down. So if you have to, put spaces in or reword sometimes. Because YouTube will take things. That's one thing about Rumble. Rumble does not. Okay. Snoopy, I did not know that Iran had agreed to the ceasefire. Yeah, they came out and they said, yeah, the ceasefire is, if Israel stopped at a certain time, yes, they would do it too. So we are all on pins and needles to see how long it'll last, buddy. That's what we started the stream with. Where I was talking about how Trump declared ceasefire and then seemed to get them to agree. And we started with right here, and we had some good laughs about it because Trump's got a pair to really think that's going to happen. And then we went on from there. So feel free to head back and check it out. We are going to move on, and I got a palate cleanser for you guys. All right. No church tax to go to the city. No. Yeah, but Ryan, yeah, I agree, Jim. But I also like to remove all their exempt status. So the churches would have to be paying fuckloads of taxes. But I think I know what you're saying now. My brain's getting there. The gerbil, I swapped out the hamster for a gerbil. A little faster. Okay, so yeah, so that sanctuary city would get none of the tax money, just go right to the... How about this? We'll remove your tax exempt status and send it all right to ICE. Ba-boom! I like that. Ryan, Snoopy's here. That means it's the Jews' fault. Well, Ryan, the Jews did come up with immigration. It says not just America, the Jews are doing this too. So Snoopy did go there. So Snoopy, and we agree with Snoopy somewhat. Oh. All right, so I think I agree. But okay, guys, you ready for this? This is going to make you happy. I'm going to make sure my headphones are booted right away. I don't want to have the delay. All right, this is a good one. You guys are going to be happy. But this guy, this African immigrant, has something to say about these ICE protesters. It's as loud as I can turn it up, so I hope it's loud enough.
Illegally, if America gets destroyed, I have a country to go. But what about you? Where are you going to go?
Unfortunately, nowhere, which is why
Okay. What you're doing is just sheer waste of time.
It calls for your contribution, my contribution to make this country great. But if you want to destroy it, I'm not going to allow that because I have my kids there that came here.
How are they destroying it? How are they?
Okay, one, they don't understand that today being a Saturday, there are people working. They should go and work, contribute to the economy of this country to make sure that this country become better.
Yes.
But they are here wasting time, bullshitting. They get everything for free, Medicaid, Medicare, EBT and all that bullshit. Come to Africa, cash and carry. If you don't have money, you're not going to eat. You understand? You guys are here and you are just making noise for no reason. I mean, well, what kind of people is this? And you think all black people are stupid? It's not all of us who are stupid. I mean, America give people the opportunity to fool too much. The stupidity is too much.
He's more than welcome to talk. I just don't want to trigger the.
I get it. Welcome over here.
I'm sharing an idea. Not all black people are stupid. There are some black people who use our head.
This guy is epic. Keep all your tax money and we'll withhold your federal funds. Yeah. I love this guy. This guy is epic. I mean, he is poning the fat lefty white chick has to just stand there because in her leftism, she can't yell back at him. He's a black immigrant. She's looking at her little chart going, at exactly what level can I yell at this minority and illegal and not illegal, but immigrant? Okay, we haven't quite reached it yet. He's way down because he's legal and he's a male, but he's still black and immigrant. Shit. He hasn't got to the level where I can actually fight back yet. She's got to look at the chart.
Hey, you understand what I mean? I don't have to love Trump to love America. America is the greatest country on earth.
I agree.
So if you have people who always want to make noise and just misbehave as if there's a better place other than this country for them, they should wait till they destroy it. I have a country to go. But what about them? Because there's no way Africa will accept every single one of them. No way. Because they'll destroy it. I've never seen such hate in a country like America, the way they hate only one man. Americans have been spoiled. And they think that the more they make noise, the more they get things done. To get things done calls for what? Pragmatic assessment on how you're going to get things done. Not this wasting of time and just protesting somebody who loves his country. In my life, I've never seen such hate in a country like America, the way they hate only one man. How is that possible? How can you hate one man just because he loves his country? What is this?
That guy is epic. That was on the Ted Nugent account, guys. Whoa. Hazardous Boys Media. There's a repost from them. So head over to Hazardous Boys Media. I'm going to follow Hazard Boys.
But what about you?
Follow. Sorry.
Where are you going to go?
That is epic. An actual immigrant just totally takes them down for all their bullshit. Calls out the very fact of hating one man this much. That is just beautiful. So yeah, go over to Hazard Boys Media or Ted Nugent and give them some love for that or a follow, guys. That's beautiful. I mean, that's got to make you feel better than the last two. All right, Magnified. Did you see the news about Tim Walz today? No, I did not. I was concentrating on a bunch of other stuff. But no, I did not. So, yeah. Between doing the gym and animals and researching some stuff, I was also fixing my string trimmer, and I got to put a new chain on my chainsaw tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm putting motor mounts. In fact, I got to be done here in a little bit. I got to get up early as I'm doing motor mounts where it gets butt-F hot here on Audi A6 supercharged model. Motor mounts are shot. Not a good time. But a friend of mine needs help, and guess who has the Volkswagen Audi sockets and tools? Me, dummy. He makes a great point. Yes, he does, Bunny. Yes, he does, dear. Wow. I just love how he just nails them, though. And everybody's reposting it because it's just hilarious. I was like scanning through today and I heard this on my phone and I was crying, laughing. It's hard to, when you're at the gym and you're trying to do something and you just start laughing and everybody's like, the hell? This ain't fun. All right, what happened with Tim Walz? Mag D5. Let me see here. Let's go with Tim Walz news. Let's see. All right. Oh, yeah, I know Tim Walz. I know the guy, what's his name, blamed Tim Walz. Said he was trying to get him to take him out so he could win against Amy Klobuchar, right? She wrote a confession. Timmy ordered. Yeah, I thought that was a couple days ago. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Yep. Yeah, that was 2 days ago. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I said that he was trying to get Tim Walz wanted Amy Klobuchar's seat. Yeah. I'll tell you what, nutcase or not, the fact that he signs a confession and puts that down, either way, it puts a stink on Tim Walz no matter what. Even though he's a weird dude. He's weird anyway. That's the guy they thought was going to get the Democrats in touch with men, jerking around. He's like a weird, goofy, evil Teddy Ruxpin looking guy. Weird. All right, guys, I've been on a little longer than I wanted to be, but I wanted to talk about a couple little things and we'll get on out. I got a couple more things here, and I know I've said it. Only a few people rotated in and out. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. God dang, guys. And I really am trying to keep these around 2 hours. And I'm gonna blame you guys. You give good feedback. We get good conversations. I mean, come on. We were doing sponsorships and TV shows tonight. Anybody does this shit, we have it on record. We developed this. If you see this shit come up on TV, we're getting money. We did that. We got proof. This is crazy stuff. Syringe horror. This is from the U.S. Sun. 145 revelers were stabbed with syringes in a wave of attacks at a huge music festival after calls on social media to jab women. This is in France. Looks like a hell of a party, though. I mean, my gods. I mean, oh, music. Nope. Okay, we'll just read it. Yeah. I'm sorry, I got to laugh here. I'm going to give you a little warning on this one. Some of the wording on this, I don't know if they did any look. Here is just one example of the facilitating immigration. All right, so here's victims who were largely teenage girls were taken to hospital for toxicology. I see in America we say to the hospital, not to hospital. For toxicology tests after fears they could have been injected with a mystery poison. La Fête de la Musique Festival is held right across France. All around France, you guys. Good God. Some reported feeling unwell. I'm sorry. I'm a child. Some reported feeling unwell following the pricks. Okay. Insert your own joke here. Oh, thank you, Jim. Much appreciated. No, no, hey, Mag D5, don't apologize because we didn't really talk about it. But yeah, we'll, how about we get that to the end? But yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit. Yeah. Busy over the weekend, first grandchild being born on Friday. Damn, Mag D5. Congratulations. Congrats. Dude. No, don't apologize. I don't even care if you weren't busy. Don't apologize. We don't all see everything. We don't all know. If it was something I didn't talk about or something I did talk about, you weren't on the stream, how do you know? Throw it out there, man. You guys know I'm not that verklempt. I'm just here to flip-flop and add to my collection of flip-flops. Let me see here. Oh, wow. BitChute. I'm just going to open a link on my other computer from Snoopy, and I'll see here in a second. I'll check it here in a sec, Snoopy. But yeah, some reported feeling unwell following the pricks. Clean your pricks, everybody. Millions took to the cobblestone pavements across France on Saturday to attend a street festival called the Fête de la Musique. Music party. It's a lot of words to say music party. That's crazy. We say it in 2 words. They say it in 4. The stabbings, like when I'm working on cars, caution. Or you see it in France, mise en garde. Can you imagine yelling that? Mise en garde. We just say caution or danger. Done. Millions took to the cobblestone pavement. The stabbings happened across France, with 13 jabbed in Paris after unprecedented crowds hit the capital, according to cops. Disgusting calls on social media had spread before the festival, calling for women to be poked. I don't understand. French cops have arrested 12 people over the sick act. Some 50 were poked in the southwestern city of Angoulême? Angoulême? I don't know. I don't speak French. They have not clarified if the syringes were spiked with a chemical such as GHB. 10 girls are alleged to have been attacked by one man with a syringe. I mean, come on. Why are you out poking them with syringes? Were the syringes full of anything? Did they actually inject something? I mean, why would you do that if it wasn't something in it? I don't know. That's weird. Cops tracked the suspect right now using CCTV footage. He said the municipal police identified him on the Rue Serpenoir. On Rue Serpenoir, arrested him and made him available to the National Police and the Justice Department. Yeah, so some 370 were arrested at the countrywide festival at large on various charges. I don't care about that. She comes as a bride. Wow. Well, hey, look. Firearmed. Firearm stuff. So it's weird. I don't understand what's going on, but France has got some problems. But I just thought that was a weird little thing I saw about the being poked. It's like, what the hell? What the hell? So don't, when they tell you, when our media like to tell you, it's only this crap's only happening in America. Yeah, they run around throwing acid on people and macheteing people and stabbing people with weird syringes and stuff. Shut up. We're not that bad. All right. Let's see here. I have 10 grandkids, 6 great grandkids, and I started early at 15. So Bunny's put some time in, everybody. But I apologize, Bunny, for this. I'm going to bow my head for a quick second, and then I'm going to say it anyway. I'm sorry. Bunny's living up to her screen name. Bunny. Yep. She did the bunny work. So sorry. Gosh, now when in France, we have to watch out for prick attacks. Exactly. Felt sick after the pricks. You know what? They need some American pricks. Them French pricks, come on. Need some American pricks. You don't get sick from those, ladies. You like the American pricks. American pricks make you feel good. Lots of baby blankets I've crocheted. Hell yeah, you have. All right, hang on, guys. I'm going to head on over here. Actually, give me a second. We're going to play that. I want to see what link. Oh, ad blocker detected. I'm sorry, I have an ad blocker on there, and they won't let me open that link, Snoopy. Ad blocker detected. Please disable ad blockers to view this domain. I know I like my ad blocker on there. And actually on this, I'm not exactly sure how to turn that ad blocker off on this one anyway. On this one. So sorry, Snoopy, I can't actually look that one up right now. I can look it up afterwards, and if it's something I can share, I will share it on the next stream. I will. But usually I open everything on this computer, and that's why I keep the Rumble chat separate, because I don't know. But no, it says ad block has to be off, and I'm not going to do that right now. So yeah, all right, guys. We're getting in some happy stuff here. Look at this. Next order. The Pentagon has released footage showing the B-2 stealth bombers before and after executing Operation Midnight Hammer in Iran, leaving at 12:01 a.m. Saturday and returning 37 hours later. These things are cool. Well, Bunny, I didn't think you had your grandkids, dear. I'm just saying, you started early, like a bunny rabbit at 15. Bunny's like, hey, I wasn't saying you did all the kids. But yeah, I love this. Man, these things have like a small kitchen and toilet and a little area to sleep in them. I didn't know that. That's like crazy cool. Now, I don't know how loud this is, guys. And when I was at the gym, in my earbuds, it was a little loud. So I may have to turn this down, but let's see. But isn't that gorgeous? I love the night lighting and stuff. Here we go. Isn't that cool? Flying off. Hey, it's not very stealthy with the lights on. And that's them coming home. Look at that. Dude, you would think they'd name these like the Batman plane or something, dude. Come on. The Bruce Wayne plane. I don't know. Something. My gods. I just think they're cool as shit. And they look smaller than they are, too. That's what's crazy. They're actually large as fudge. I don't know. I've heard tell, though, that these things are not easy to fly at lower speeds. You got to be moving. Then they fly really great. Yeah, they're crazy, like a Batman thing, man. They look like Batman planes, Connie. I mean, tell me, if Batman jumped out of one of those, would you be surprised? No. Batman walks out, followed by the rest of the Justice League or something, you'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. It's just funny. They look smaller than they are, but they have a little kitchen in them and a bed and a bathroom and stuff. It's like, what? I'm sure it's not luxury, but they still have space for that, but they look smaller. Look at that. Now you can kind of see it. She's decently large. I mean, shit. That's the image. That's gorgeous. They look gorgeous in the air. But yeah, a friend of mine who used to do a little bit of flying, he said, yeah, these things they're not really great at low speed. That sometimes landing them is kind of it takes some practice. But he says once they're in the air, they fly amazing. So it's like, so yeah, I thought that was beautiful. Thought you guys would like a little bit of that. A little bit of yeah, fuck yeah, America. That is great. All right, let's see. Yes, they are. I think the planes are pretty. Mag D5, the Chinese government is eager to see how much destruction was caused to the Iranian mountain base by the MOPs. Of course they are. Chinese underground base is not nearly as deep as Iran. Yep. Well, the thing is, Trump resisted doing it. If we really got into some nasty, I was talking to the friend today that I told you guys about. He was in the Marines. He said really what they would do if they really wanted to get fucking nasty. You drop one or two of those MOPs down, the bunker busters, and then you drop a tactical nuke right down the hole. Like, oh shit. He said that is in military plans where you drop a bunker buster or two or something, make a damn big deep hole, then you drop a tactical nuke down. And it's like, shit. He's like, I don't care how deep you are, you're going to be screwed. So, whew. So yeah. Ryan Jones, I sound ungrateful to me. You have any idea how much GHB costs? Sorry, Ryan's making a joke. He's on this one. Holy crap. Oh, Ryan. I don't know if they know. You can try and search for Barbara Lerner Spectre on YouTube for the video. Oh, Snoopy, I'll have to look it up because I'm almost at 3 hours right now. I am almost on 3 hours, and I got to get up and do motor mounts on an Audi. So I've only got a little more time. I got a few more things I want to finish, but I will look it up. I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to leave it on here. I'll just sleep my laptop and look it up. And if it's something I can use on here, I definitely will. I mean, I'll share stuff even if I don't agree with it sometimes. And it's conversation, and these guys, they'd probably like to discuss it maybe. So let me look it up, and if it's something that I think everybody'd like to discuss, I'll put it on my stream next time. All right, let's see. Jim Patterson, if my information about a buckle bunny is you're chasing a rodeo dinner plate buckle, am I wrong? Educate me. Connie, that is from Jim Patterson to you, dear. But I think you're right. I think you're right, though, Jim. I think that's what that is. I believe, but I'm sure Connie will tell you. But I thought that was gorgeous. I kind of like that. That's kind of a good look. Coming out in the night lighting. Well, I thought I'd give you a little patriotism. I had another shot of it, but we don't need that because that's what I just showed you. We did that. That was the link that was shared to me. Total Recall. Hey, we're actually at the end. And I've been on for a longer time than I wanted to be, but you guys are good. I enjoy it. So that's why we sometimes I run long, because you guys keep the chat going, keep discussions going, and I love it. And that includes you, Snoopy, honestly. We may not agree with you on all that stuff. You may never pull us to your the non-Jewish side of the force. But hey, we've agreed with you on some stuff, and we don't dismiss you. So remember that. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so yeah, they're chatting about the buckle. Let me blow me up here. Well, that's weird. Why am I still shrunk there? There it goes. Okay. That's why. There we go. All right. So, I don't know, you guys. What do you think? I think we're about done for the night. I appreciate you guys. Buckle Bunny, I appreciate you guys sharing links tonight. And it includes you, Snoopy, but like I said, with my ad block on, I will look it up. I'm keeping your link right here, and I have it open. I just have to turn my ad block off. So, in fact, I'm going to make sure I have it right there saved. There we go. Okay. So, I will definitely look it up, bud. I appreciate it. And to everybody, please hit thumbs up, subscribe, share the channel out. And to you guys watching later, if anybody watches this deep on a replay, I appreciate you. And feel free to comment below on any of it. And you can also find me on my other social media. Links are in the description for the video. And if you need to, you can reach me through them on X, and or the best one is my Gmail. And I do answer, and a lot of you guys know that. And I know I got one tonight that I read, but I didn't get a chance to look it up and bring it into the stream. So I appreciate that. And I don't want to say your name because I don't want to pull the names out without saying something. But I think that was you. Wasn't it Mag D5? I think so. If I'm wrong, let me know. It's hard to keep everybody's normal name and then their screen name straight. Jay Watterson. Okay, I'm going to ask a question. Okay, it's not it. Where do you get the flip-flops? Because I can't do it. If I go over here to the chat and I can't find, do I type in flip-flop or what do I type in? Because you guys all have the same flip-flop. And I don't have it. What if I just type it in? Will it come up? No. So how do you guys get that? I know you're laughing at me, but I'm asking. How do you get the flip-flop? I know every one of you is like, oh my God. So what the hell? What am I missing here? I mean, I even go to emoji or something and it doesn't bring it up. Where's flip-flop? Ancient Chinese secret. Okay, that's fine. That means I need you guys to bring in the flip-flops from now on. You got to bring your flip-flops. But yeah, like Connie said, I'm going to start working it into descriptions and stuff, guys. I am. It's going to start working in descriptions. Start using flip-flop. We're going to own flip-flop. Okay, it was yours. Okay, it's Mag D5. Yes, I read. And I don't want to say your normal real name out loud. There's a lot of people, you know. But yeah, okay. I did read it, and I'll look at it again tomorrow after I'm done with the Audi. Oh, God help me. Done with the Audi, and then I will see if it's something we can still talk about tomorrow. But I appreciate it. I did look at it, bud. And like I said, I'm going to put your screen name on that email so I remember how to save emails on there. Gmail's moved that on me a couple times. But yeah, I will look at it again and see if it's something we can talk about tomorrow. And thank you very much. And I will look at Snoopy's link. When I get time tomorrow, I'll try to turn my ad block off and I will look it up. But thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. And actually, I'm going to go grab his real quick because I want to also copy it just in case my computer does something stupid. I'm going to copy and save that. Copy link. Okay. So Snoopy, I did save it too. So I'm making sure I got 2 windows open here with it, and I saved it to my pad here. So yeah. All right, thanks guys. I appreciate you. Do hit thumbs up if you haven't, and let's see if tomorrow. Okay. Let's see if the ceasefire is still going tomorrow. If it's still going tomorrow, then we'll be like, okay, he's getting a little far, still a little off the forever. All right, have a good night. Have a good day. Enjoy. I'm going to crawl under an Audi tomorrow. You got to watch who your friends are, everybody. All right. Talk to you later, and thank you so much. I hope you had fun. Hope you learned something. I hope I annoyed you. All the above.